Stephen, why don't you recap for us? Good. Good morning. Apple? Eating. That's not an excuse. Alright. Kaiser, recap for us.
No.
Yeah, well, no. Alright, so final one. Micro, why don't you recap for us?
Because I'm looking for my 3rd level spell.
You're fine with that. You can still recap.
I should probably figure out spells soon.
You haven't figured out spells? Dang it.
I still don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yes. Well, if Micro will recap, you will know. Hey.
I mean, no. Because it still doesn't tell me what the plan is, you know?
Well,
Kidnap.
actually, you know what?
Sounds cool.
Actually, you know what?
Right.
Let's not recap. Let's do something else. What is the plan?
Murder some poor fool. Kidnap some poor fool.
I don't know, I'm all for murdering someone.
I have no idea what happened last week.
Someone should tell Chloe.
I think it should be Stephen, because this is his mess. He got us into this.
Yes, Stephen, go on. Stop eating and tell her.
What do you mean, mess? It's a very well-paying job.
Someone tell me what's going on.
It's your job,
Come on,
you
Stephen.
explain. Go.
I can explain my part.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them what the job
that's
is.
what I said. Explain the job.
Hey,
What are we asking? Yeah.
1 sec. I have hash brown in my teeth.
How does that start
Why is it in
you
your
from
teeth?
speaking?
It should be in your mouth and then down your throat.
It gets stuck. These were quite overcooked.
Crunchy.
Yeah. So Maris went to seek out his faction with Citrinitas and collected a job from them. It's to capture a sorcerer who is a bit of a flight risk and might flee the moment he finds out who we are. Were to bring him back to Asheville. And they have said that they would provide travel.
Well, you reduced the pay for it.
Yeah, but they don't need to know that.
I'm just saying. All right. Thank you for the recap. That's all I asked earlier, but okay.
Well, we did skip out on how we solved the entire tower thing, or kind of let it solve itself, I guess.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, since you mentioned it, why don't we recap that part?
I don't remember that part. Mm-hmm.
I said you know it. Come on.
I know. My mind is just full of numbers right now.
22.
We basically fought our way back up to the top of that tower. The first beast was just a random NPC that we struggled far too much on because it was fucking immune to everything non-magical. We could have really used it, Chloe. Why have you betrayed us like this?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We took care of it by smashing it slowly to pieces.
And having drinking problems.
Very big drinking problems involving healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
And then the creature at the very top was just like, nah, if you just let me go, I'll head back and just, report that this guy opened a breach. Sure, the rest of them said. So that's what happened. And the head honcho in charge was like, yeah, sweet, here's your money. And all of us asked for a bunch of extra random stuff that he graciously agreed, including the recipe on how to make dragon puppies. So that's on the menu. Training agenda. And then we headed back to town. And then Steven's stuff. And he's kind of left out a few crucial details, but I'm sure they'll spring to mind when they're too late.
Are you sure they would spring to mind? That's the question.
Do you remember these crucial details?
Yes, but the problem is the way you described it to the group is the way that they're going to have to respond to it.
Please explain to me the. Wait, when you say the crucial details I've left out, I genuinely need to know what you mean.
Why this target is desired, re-education, complications that will arise because of it. Also, what is
Things you haven't
this?
explained to the party in character.
Yes.
Oh,
Also,
shit,
what is
I
this
thought I
help that
explained
they're giving us? Also,
No, you were being vague. You said that you had a job from your organization that we need to catch a person who was dangerous. That's what you told us in rough details.
and as soon as we started suggesting we just murder the fuck and bring him back, yeah, things got a bit more complicated since they want him alive.
Yeah, you were
And-
adamant about we should take them back alive.
I don't believe we've left the bar yet, so I think I can fill in the gaps.
There's also
Well,
a bit of mention of re-education.
That's what you said.
Actually, I said it. He didn't say that.
Yeah, he didn't say that. He didn't say that to us.
Yeah, I don't think I've mentioned the re-education thing. I think Torm said it to me.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I just said.
aside.
So basically all you've told the group is that you have a job from the organization that you are part of, and we need to basically capture a dangerous individual, and we suggested that we kill them, and you said that no, they were needed alive. That's what you said so far.
Okay,
And then we started devising ways to get them back here alive legally, because how do you it's like it's not a public arrest, right? Because it's through a organization, so can't just like bring someone who's chained onto a boat. It's like, oh yeah, don't mind the change, like which it's not slavery or anything, just carrying this thing.
Well, I have a few questions before I decide what to do next. First off,
Yes.
Torm.
Some of those questions might be explained to you if Torm just shows you the job.
No, I can see it.
Info again.
Re-education. Is that code or is that legit?
Oh, legit.
Oh, okay. Then
No, it's not in a nice manner.
I imagine re-education involves some chains and whips.
Indoctrination.
Indoctrination, yeah, that too. I would probably just explain the whole job to them, just to avoid this confusion that has already happened.
Okay, I will say this before you decide on that. Do you remember what kind of people that your organization hunts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
sorry. Do you want me to answer that with who do they hunt?
No. Like it's just I was like, if you remember that, are you going to actually explain that to the group, seeing that's what the group is?
Better question is, do you want to tell us in your own words what the mission details is, or do you want to just let us read what's on the quest menu thing that you got? Think carefully on your answer.
My answer
Maybe your last
will depend on the answer I get from Tom with my follow-up question.
Yes.
Other than one person that I can think of directly, would anyone here be someone of concern to an organization like mine? Because I think everybody has been using magic in a responsible manner.
Responsible manner, you say?
However,
for now, trademark.
However, I start to RLF. I know one could possibly become an issue in the future.
Oi, what have I done?
It's not
just
what
to
you've done, it's what you might do.
just to point something out. If they would know how you used magic or shown magic in town, they wouldn't have been happy with you either.
Touché.
Magic is something they only do in deep, dark, secret back rooms.
So,
Okay. I will explain it in my own words, but it might take me a minute to come up with the right words.
take your time.
Okay, spell's figured out.
Yay!
You take. Was it fireball? Please tell me it's fireball.
Ah, yes, obviously.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'll cast it at like a 9th level, just a TPK real quick. It's all good.
Yeah, might as well.
Anyways.
I don't know how to explain this without exposing the nature of my organization. Oh, I don't know.
You won't tell them.
No, I want to tell them as much detail as I can, but it's what can I get away with for awkward questions start coming up. So, what is the main thing that needs clarifying here? This, answering that will really help me.
Stephen, do you want me to show you the quest so it will maybe help you?
I have the quest open.
Good.
But I have been asked a lot of questions.
So why don't you
we're just saying, like, the only thing you've laid out for us already is that you have a job to catch someone, and we suggested if we can catch them dead, you said they needed to be caught alive. That's all you laid out, and then we started thinking of ways to catch a person alive, but then nothing else was explained.
So Trinitas only has 2 questions, and that is, first and foremost, how are they going to help us get there?
Don't know, but we'll figure that out. The main reason I guess they want him alive is because he is a magic user who's been causing a lot of trouble. More trouble than we have been causing, at least.
I actually do think you mentioned he was a sorcerer. We were talking about it being difficult to restrain a person who can cast spells just purely like verbally.
Do you think that came up?
He could possibly do so.
Yeah. And then we were talking about whether we should look around on this island and use teleportation to get back, or whether we should try and buy a boat and sail away back over here so we don't have trouble with, people checking us, explaining why we have. We were also thinking about faking the person's death to transport
That
them as a
was the
corpse.
secondary question
Yeah.
for the Trinitas to get answered is, can we use the teleportation trick again and directly to those people?
If the means for us to get there is teleportation, possibly. If not, we're going to wind up in that basement again, but this time with an extra person.
I guess that you should go back and ask questions about the nature of the transport they're providing us there, and also whether they know of any circles to get us back here.
Assuming you guys can do that trick again. Previous time you had another guy helping you, didn't you?
He wasn't the magic caster, but that other guy, we also had him.
And he'll think to himself, does my character think we would be able to pull enough magic together?
Roll Arcana.
Level up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Roll Arcana.
Yeah, I'm just getting to it.
You think you might, but you don't know how talented that person was.
Right. I forget.
So you don't know if there might be side effects.
What level spell was it again?
5th.
5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
So either way, we're going to need multiple casters between us. But whether anyone other than me and Arleth can do it is another question. I know that.
Question: Do
Oh,
you
Edmund.
have the spell written?
I do.
He had directions on how to cast it, not a scroll with
Yes,
magic put into
that's
it.
why I'm
Yeah.
asking. To have directions is one thing. To have the spell is something else. I mean, you
Then-
could craft into a spell, but it's not a scroll. You cannot use it to cast magic.
No, I think I
Oh, actually, Tom, that was the
no. The guy
that was the thing he
gave.
got from the wizard. That was the guy. That was the thing he got from the wizard. I'm mixing it up. The other thing, he actually got a scroll of it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
what was-
then you would use the scroll.
I've scrapped
But he-
the scroll.
How? I mean,
You
how
don't
do you
let
wish to
me.
use it? Yeah, I don't mind you having it in your book, but since you're not at level, how would you use it?
The last time it was multiple people casting,
Yes.
and not from a scroll.
Well, it will still expend magic from you, just to remind you.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, isn't that the entire point? It's a group casting, so it's
Yeah.
expending magic from all of the.
I'm just making sure that everyone
participants.
knows that it will expend magic.
The other thing is that I would probably tell them that, well, I wouldn't say that to them that re-education sounds a bit sketchy. I would probably say them it's for rehabilitation of some point, of some type, I guess.
Rehab for magic caster.
Well, he's causing a lot of problems. That could denote any kind of problems of his own.
Any person who's giving magic a bad reputation should count, so I'm in.
Said that as long as we can actually do it, I'm down. It's really good money.
Very good money.
Well, one question again would be, actually, yeah, you need to go back and ask your
Yeah. I got this.
about. Are you sure?
Going and asking them if there's some way for us to get back, i.e., a teleport circle that isn't going to attract too much attention. Yes.
Great. And also what their means of getting us there is,
And that, yes.
and when they would be available.
Yes. All the things.
Seeing as how my character was
I'd have been
there when it was all.
We're an inquisitive bunch, aren't we? Actually, seeing as, I have 2 yeses, I would also look over to Sienna and Arleth and see if they would be interested or comfortable with doing this kind of thing.
Arleth just kind of looks indifferent. She doesn't really mind doing it.
I just want to ask Arleth, knowing it is another spellcaster and knowing it is trying to catch him, are you okay with that?
There's money involved.
I mean, we're not trying to catch her.
For now. Alright. And what about Sienna?
I
Sure,
feel like
last
it's going to be
time
more
she-
trouble than it's worth, but
Yeah,
the funds are needed.
You voiced potentially killing their target last time, so
Yeah.
hunting them down is not your issue. Maybe the troublesomeness of keeping them alive.
Yeah, like
It's
magic
800
is
gold.
annoying.
I mean,
Some
if
people.
temporarily killing them isn't an issue, we do have that option.
That still leaves us with having to transport a corpse.
Although they
Yeah.
might be able to tell.
That he's dead?
Maybe you should ask them if
No.
killing them was an issue.
Well, when they say alive, I usually interpret that as they want them alive the whole time.
Yeah,
I can
But-
ask for clarification, but I don't think it's going to go down very well.
You should
Take
ask.
our offers as like a
Yeah.
insurance thing.
You should also ask whether the target can be lightly maimed.
You're very set
we
on
are
cutting
going
off his
to be-
hands.
Do very bad stuff to this person.
So, are you gonna go?
Yeah, assuming that there's a drink in front of me, I'll finish my drink and head out the door.
I'm gonna join you, but also Torm.
Yes.
Having visited the place and also heard the full explanation and stuff like that, how much do I understand about this organization's goals?
But do you understand as a player?
More or less that they want to keep magic quiet until they are in a stronger position to do something. I haven't seen anything about their goals for making magic public again, so I'm going to assume because of all the secrecy that they are probably just building power.
I mean, you can roll intelligence, but what you understand is what you understand. But let's see if you understand anything else through your character.
More specifically, what I want to know is, do I understand that this organization might come after Araleath and the rest of us because of our behavior?
Roll intelligence, and I will tell you. Just how much I can tell you depends on the intelligence roll. I will give you advantage since you were there. From what you saw and kind of heard and how they spoke and all that, from what you understand is if you guys will become a nuisance because you're using magic, they are probably going to come after you. But it's not just Arleth or someone else, it's anyone who uses magic. And a nuisance, I mean, in regards to probably something that would bother them, maybe keep magic hidden. You're not exactly sure of their purpose here, but that sounds to be their purpose as far as you can tell from this job.
And given the state in the world of distrust of magic and the recent stalemate of the Three Kingdoms, that would probably factor into it, considering the sheer size of this organization, if they have chapters in this many places.
They have in quite a few places, but your character wouldn't know that. You do know of 2 places at least, because,
At the very least, yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you
And
don't
2
know if
places
there
that
are
are
or
very
not.
far apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can work with that. In which case, as we are walking, I would say to Maris, I'm going to be coy about how this is put forward in case someone's listening, but will you warn Araleath of the danger she is in?
I think for now, she's being smart, she's being responsible, she's not doing anything that's going to draw attention. The moment that she were to do something akin to, what's a good euphemism for it?
Let's just call it gardening.
Yeah, the moment that she... Oh, dear. I'm not good with gardening.
Has diseased a flower bed.
Well, I was gonna go with if she goes. No, I don't. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, if the moment she puts something in the garden that shouldn't be there, that's when she might become a problem.
Become a problem, yes, but will you warn her before that point?
Yes.
And you understand by us associating, we two are in the same problem.
However, yeah.
Oh, by the way,
if you do not act before, your organization doesn't strike me as the one that will let you get away with not acting before.
The people I represent, we're more about cutting off the problem at the cause, as opposed to the extreme minutia. if Arleth is a problem and we know her and we associate with her, the worst that I assume is going to come of that is some questions. Maybe some testing in regards to whether we're affected by what's in the garden as well.
Don't think they will attribute guilt by allowing it to happen.
It's my opinion on gardening and her opinion on gardening may be very different. What grows, grows. And add anything that shouldn't. I really hate this this method.
But just like I know of all the poisons that you can grow in a garden, doesn't mean that having that knowledge means you intend to put it to use.
Are we alone in the street, DM?
No, but I mean, you're talking about gardening.
Mm.
And I have been probably caught several places in this town helping myself to gardens, probably.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, for now, no one seems to take another look at you both. Some do take a long look at you as you pass, but that's just because one of you looks very weird.
Who could it be?
To be honest, it could be either of us.
No. I look perfectly normal.
What was the last thing you said?
Not using knowledge just because you have it.
If she has it, it's not so much of a problem. But if she were to go and plant a garden in, the deepest of the wilds and no one's ever going to find it, she practices her gardening techniques there, that isn't so much of a problem. If the garden were to get overgrown, please tell me you know what I mean.
I understand. Let's get going.
Okay.
All right. So you get to the building. As you get to the entrance, the one at the front kind of seems to look at you for a moment, then looks at Trinitas before kind of nodding and opening the door for you both.
You remember those?
Of course. Someone as striking as you?
Well.
As you enter, you can see the place is a bit calmer than earlier. Less people currently in. You can see the same receptionist waiting. I mean, not waiting, but busy at work, but she's at the same place that she was earlier.
Go on over and lean against the counter.
How may I help you?
Hi. I was in here probably about an hour ago.
I know, I remember you.
Yeah, okay, good. We've had that cost deducted from the total in regards to transport. I just want to know what kind of transport.
The nature of the transport is... I cannot reveal that to the outsider.
I look at Trinitas. Earmuffs.
Very well. However, you are aware that we'll be using this method of travel, correct?
Of course.
And we will be made aware of it then?
Perhaps. I'm not sure you will understand.
I take out a tiny piece of paper and I write 2 letters and yes and no in little boxes. The 2 letters just say TP, and I slide the piece of paper over. I scrunch it up. Then how are we getting there?
Does Trinitas actually walk away?
He does, though, as he's saying, or walking. I know you tend to forget easily. Don't forget to ask about a circle.
Yep, I will.
I'll be over here. They got some flowers. Mind if I borrow?
As you're walking away, the receptionist kind of looks at you, kind of looks down and seems to shuffle a few papers around before looking back at you and says, "Ancient magical pathways. That's the best I can explain it as."
Do I know what this means?
You have never traveled in one, but you've heard it exists.
Okay.
You don't know how it exists or how it's made, but you do know that there's something like that. You've heard it before, never used it.
Mhm.
Because of the cost, you previously didn't have those kind of, amounts of money to actually use it.
How does it work?
You don't know. You've never used it.
No, I'm asking the woman.
Be aware once it happens. We'd rather keep it as secret as possible.
Understandable.
Also, you're not high enough rank in the organization to know much about this.
That's very fair, yeah. Would there be any information on maybe a local, I don't know what to call it other than a TPC? Maybe not in this town, maybe outside?
What town are you talking about?
This one?
The only circle we are aware of is in the Adventuring Guild. And they do not approve of using it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Truth be told, I might be back several times before we actually leave. With
Why do you ask about a circle here?
quickest way to get him back, you know.
Have a month.
Yeah, but keeping him quiet for that long might be an issue. And okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
Well, have a great day.
Yeah, I'm trying.
As you walk away, but while he was talking, Citrintus, do you do anything?
I mean, I would have been out of earshot, and I'm just hoping there was a vase with some poor plants that I can molest.
Yeah. Though, after you start kind of touching it, a guy that was standing behind the counter kind of comes and that kind of slaps your hand, not in a hard manner, but just enough to kind of give you a hint of leave the flowers alone.
Well, they're boring garden variety stuff anyways. I can't make any alchemical stuff out of this.
Leave the plants alone. These are for beauty, not for alchemical use.
Why couldn't it be both?
We'd rather not have plants that would poison us in our office.
But wouldn't you want a beautiful flower that you could eat in a pinch, for example?
I am busy, and you are near sensitive material. Please, move away.
Fine.
As you're kind of probably looking at him still a bit annoyed, maybe, you can see Maris advancing towards you. Marus?
Yeah.
Where are you heading?
I am like, I don't know, signaling for Citrinitus that we're leaving.
Mm-hmm. You leave the building. Elvis has left the building.
I'll walk over and join him and ask him, well, do they have a circle?
They don't. The only available one is in the Adventuring Guild, and they're not fine with people using it.
Did you ask if that's the only one on the continent?
The the only one known on this island, yeah.
Oh, you
sure?
asked if there's one in town.
Fuck, I'll be right back. I'll go back inside.
Take your time. I hate to see you leave, but I would love to watch you go.
You get back to the receptionist, and she kind of peers at you. I'm guessing it's one of those visits you promised me.
Yes, and I'm just got my shit in my hands, just like gonna get really sick of me. Do you know if there's another circle on this island?
She kind of looks around some papers, then gets out a map, and kind of seems to be peering at it for a moment before putting it away. I'm not sure it still exists, but there is one to a cave in the north, though I wouldn't advise using that one.
Why not?
Last we know of, which was a few years ago, there was a dragon taking that cave.
Fuck. What kind?
That's a good question. She goes back to her
no one came
papers. I didn't say no one came back. I just said that last we know. According to what we know, we think it's a black dragon.
Any indication on age?
When you get there, please ask him. We don't usually go to dragons and ask them their age. They might be sensitive about it.
As in, like, were there any accounts on how big the dragon was? That's probably the better line of questioning I can go down right now.
I don't know how much you know about black dragons, but they don't tend to show themselves too much in their caves. So I have no record of size. I have only a record of people die, if that helps you.
How many?
She kind of shifts again her pages, and then moves some other pages and starts kind of going over a scroll. 25.
Were all of these the people on the scroll, were any of them grouped together, or were they all just individuals looking for the circle?
No, they were just minors.
Okay.
Only, I believe, 2 of them survived. As in, 2 of the, I'm guessing, 27 that were in the mine.
Do they still live in town?
Probably one of them. I think he lives to the north. Outside the walls.
Address? Oh, okay. Narrows it down.
What was his name? Let's see. She kind of seems to go over some papers. Oh. I'm not sure how productive your talk with him will be.
I tilt my head slightly.
He's a dwarf. And according to what I know, he only speaks Dwarven.
Damn. I don't. Ah, this is gonna be.
You wish I can tell you that there's a translator guild in town? Though they do take a price for work.
Yeah. If you have a location for those.
She takes she tears a small piece of paper from a page and writes on it an address and gives it to you.
Right, I'll see what I can figure out.
Not to be rude, but I need to work.
Oh, okay. I will. I will.
So try to minimize your amount of times you come here to ask me questions if it's not necessary.
If I need to visit again today, I'll visit tomorrow.
Dennis looks at you and blinks a couple of times and says,
I'm gonna go now.
all right, have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
You head out and you see Strintas outside.
Okay.
But
I have a potential lead. Do you speak
Something.
Dwarvish?
no. Maybe one of the others do.
Okay. Yeah. I'd rather ask everyone else before I spend money on this.
Yeah. So I take it then we probably should prepare to rent a boat or something for the way back.
Not particularly. There is a circle. We may just have to fight for it. We just need to get an account off of somebody.
Yeah. Listen, I hate to do this to you, but did you get clarification on if we can temporarily kill them and revive them?
I'll go back in the morning.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll go back in the morning. Let's go find the others.
All right, as you get back, you find the others.
I don't suppose anyone here speaks Dwarvish.
Micro?
Yes.
I mean, I'm just asking, does anyone speak Dwarvish? Because he's asking, and I'm not sure if you're asleep or, yeah.
I did not hear the question. I'd have been able to say.
Yes, I do.
Oh, thank fuck. So we might have a way to get back to the town. We need to, I'd like us to go and speak with a guy who had an encounter in the cave to the north where they believe a, sneaky beaky translocation circle thingy might be.
That's very specific.
Yeah. But he apparently only speaks Dwarvish.
Right. And you know where this guy is?
I have an address. I have a name.
She gave you the address of the Translation Guild, not of the dwarf.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I said I'd go back the next day.
Well, she said to the north of the town, and there aren't many houses in the north.
Okay, I don't have the address for this guy, but there's not many
Right.
buildings up there, so we can just ask someone.
What time of day would it be, Tom?
Early afternoon.
Okay.
Wow, I've done all this in a morning?
I mean, yeah.
You just walked
We've had a
around. I
whole-
mean,
We've had a full day. We've just been walking around town. Like, we've been sitting at the inn. Adam would have probably, while they were away, gone up and done a little bit of a performance playing, let's see, what was it?
performance.
Silent. Yeah.
Roll performance.
All right. Ooh.
Ace. So from this performance, you will get.
Nice.
I'm back. Sorry, I just needed water.
No worries.
Trying to stay hydrated. How rude.
Yeah, I know.
Hydration.
H2O, bro.
Bring me that H2O. Anyways, you return. Do you all want to move to talk to Argo Ishus?
Well, do we know where he is?
I mean,
Assuming we can find them.
Guess
Steven?
we can ask for directions, but you could also go back and ask where he actually lives.
Yeah, I've kind of really annoyed the clerk, so any questions I actually have for them, I'm gonna go back tomorrow.
So as she's saying that, Adamant just kind of squints and like,
Right. Okay. We can also just ask people in the north.
Yeah,
You want to head there,
Okay.
or are you just saying okay?
Adamant just like looking at you.
Well,
no, yeah, let's go.
are we going? Yeah. Okay. Does
Right.
the rest of you want to come, or it's just me with this one?
One has a name.
I think he has a name. But yeah, of course, I mean,
I mean, okay.
besides, who knows what kind of interesting herbs we can find outside the walls north.
True. All right, let's go.
So you head out to the north. I'm guessing you go either here or here or here. Let me know where you want to go.
I
I'll just
reckon we try
following
this little square.
Maris for now.
All right, straight up. So you make your way up to the north. You can see there are a few people kind of standing next to this building. No dwarf though.
How do they look?
2 humans and an elf. And they are dressed in fairly simple clothing, probably farmers.
Okay. Walk up to them.
You can hear them
Hi.
talking about corn. Hello.
Hi. Sorry
Howdy.
to interrupt your conversation.
Oh,
We're looking for one Argo Ishus. If he resides on this side of town.
Argo. He's a lovely man. He lives right there. And he points towards the building here.
Ah, we
Though-
went past it.
Knock before you enter, even though he keeps his door open. He tends to use his crossbow on anyone that tries to get in without knocking.
Does he have a tendency to fire it even though he hears a knock at the door?
No, he just fires it at anyone that doesn't knock.
Okay, good to know.
He's a nice gentleman, though. Just a bit trigger happy.
Well, thank you very much. And I'll give him 10 silver.
Oh, the gold. He looks at you and kind of looks at the coin. Thank you. That will buy me a lot of corn.
Head to the house, I guess.
All right. You head towards the. Oh, sorry.
So, Maris, what is the thing you want me to ask this guy?
I would like you to ask him about the encounter that he had
Wait,
in the mines.
what mines?
There are mines to the north of here.
I see. And
I just
what
wanna-
encounter?
So as we're moving, are we out of earshot of anyone who might be around?
Yeah.
Okay, truth be told, there is a teleportation circle, possibly in the caves to the north.
Right.
However,
Yeah.
the miners discovered that there is a dragon in said cave.
Okay.
Now, given that these were miners, and by the sounds of it, no way combat capable people, if it's small enough, if it's not an ancient dragon, we might stand a chance.
Right. So you want me to ask this
I
dwarf
just want you
about...
to ask him how big was the dragon, basically. And how did they
Okay.
find its lair?
Okay.
Whether it was by accident or on
Will
purpose.
you just ask him to tell you what happened? Don't put words in his mouth. Tell him to tell us in his words what he thinks happened.
I mean, I was gonna do something like that. I'm just trying to get this one to tell me what he wants.
Yeah.
I want to know whether it's a fight that we might be able to win.
I know that, but I'm not as stupid as you.
And he just starts walking to the house.
You get to the entrance to the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's
He'll knock on
the
it.
doors are wide open.
Mm-hmm. He'll knock on the door.
You can hear a grunt from inside before you see a half-naked dwarf with a very long beard, kind of peering towards you, having a crossbow in hand, but it's lowered towards the ground.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
He'll address him in Dwarvish, of course, because he's heard that. That's
Yeah,
one of the things.
he's speaking Dwarvish now. That's what you
Mhm.
hear currently. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me for bothering you and taking your time up, but
Are you here
I
to sell me
heard-
something?
no. I'm here
No.
to ask for, let's say, a story of yours if you're willing to share it.
We know each other. I don't recall you.
No, but I was informed that you might have encountered a dragon to the north of here. And I was curious to hear about it.
And those two are what?
I'm sorry.
Those two are what? He points towards the two others.
Oh, my companions. I'm an adventurer going around.
He spits on the floor as you say that. You lot ruined the place. Ruined it, I tell you. Before, there was no adventuring guild. None of you weird folk arrived. Nothing blew up. And then they raised that damn adventuring guild.
Well, that guild didn't really take us in either, so I'm not too fond of the place myself. You could call me a freelancer.
Sounds pretty heated. Is everything okay?
Yeah, just let me speak to him.
And he'll like switch back.
Fine. He kind of seems to look at you for a moment. What races are you all?
Human.
Halfling.
Mm-hmm. And yeah,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I remembered you. He kind of seems to look at you for a moment before saying, "What's wrong with that one?" And he points at Trinitas.
I'm not quite sure. What would be wrong?
Skin looks weird.
Mm.
He's sick.
Ah,
I don't want him in if he's sick.
I don't think so.
You can see him idly chewing on some random useless herb that he found.
He's a kind of an elf.
No. A race more akin to snakes.
Fine. I'm not going to give you drinks.
Fair. I only want to hear about your story, if you're willing to share it.
Fine. Follow me. And he starts heading into the apartment. The apartment is completely, as in, there's no light turned on whatsoever.
Okay.
I
think Idobin does not have dark vision, by the way. So, but he'll turn around to the others and say, Idobin will turn around to the others and say,
He's agreed to share the story with me. I think you're welcome to come sit as well. But, I mean, we're probably going to be speaking Dwarvish, so, your choice.
And he'll just try to walk in.
Yep. Why don't you roll a dexterity check to see how well you maneuver through the house without dark vision?
He'll walk very cautiously, but yeah.
It's not completely dark, but it's just that with the state of the darkness in the house, it's a bit hard to navigate. It's not that you will bump into walls; it's more like bump into furniture. Dex check. It's not you don't have a risk to die from it. It's just
No.
So yeah, you manage to nimbly not hit anything too hard.
Right.
You do bump into a couple of chairs on the way in, and then manage to quickly find your way around towards where his voice is.
Yeah.
As you can hear him kind of probably, I mean, he sounds to be laughing as he sees you walking through his place, almost bumping into stuff.
He'll be like,
Yeah, my eyes are not as good as yours.
Domingus would have told you that he chose to stay outside.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Are you
something I
joining?
want to check on the outside.
Where's, do you want to join or do you stay outside?
No, I'll go in.
All right.
You had
There's,
dark
do you see in dark vision? Do you have
No.
dark vision? Okay. So you roll a dex check. Okay. So, Idabin, you managed to kind of nimbly, avoid crashing into anything. Behind you, you can hear Maris hitting the chairs and knocking them off, and then crashing into the wall next to him before he manages to turn about, starting to head towards the exit before managing to kind of get the idea that he's in the wrong way and starting to walk back towards where you are, and bumping straight into the couch that you are about to sit in before he gets back up and finds another couch to sit on. No damage, it's just
continue. Everyone will continue speaking in Dwarves like
Not as good as yours, but apparently better than his.
Yeah, is amusing. Anyways, speaking of, well, what exactly do you wish to know?
Well, we've had an interest in looking at the mines, but we've also heard that there is a dragon, and story goes that you've seen it.
So you just want to know about the dragon or my story?
Well, the story would be great. I like stories.
Alright. So it all started in a morning with a light breeze outside. I really hate those mornings because it's cold. I took my heavy coat, and he starts going on a ramble about the morning that he spent in eating porridge and such, and going on about it.
Idrupin will actually listen very intently, like he's interested.
Is he actually interested, or is he trying to fake interest?
No, he's interested.
Okay. So, Maris, you can see the dwarf talking and talking and talking for a good 10 minutes.
Idrupin will even ask like questions about like things that he wonders about like along the way, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he continues on with his long story, kind of going into tangents. Every time you ask a question, he goes into a whole tangent about that topic, and then goes back to the main topic, and slowly kind of approaches the time in which actually the dragon would show in the story. As he gets to about the 10-minute marker, he then gets to the point where he actually is mining. So, having my mining pick, I was hitting this rough ore, and you know how you need to be careful to not break the ore and get the most out of it. So I was, carefully mining into it, as I heard this roar from behind me. This mighty roar, I have never heard such a thing. As I was turning about, I'm very brave, but something in me shook when I saw it. It's unlike...
I hear the mere presence of being near a dragon can frighten anyone.
Yeah, that thing, that serpentine-like creature. I could only see his head at the time, but it was spanning across, like, 2 dwarves, at least. And he has opened his eyes, his mouth. I don't know if it's even called a mouth. But anyways, he was opening his mouth, and this liquid spread all over the place, spraying onto everyone. Luckily, as I told you, I was wearing my heavy coat, so it kind of shielded me from most of it, and I managed to quickly turn and run away. Of course, I tried to save some, but it was too late for them.
I could not blame you for that. No one would be able to
My
both
son,
save themselves and others.
my son died there. Yeah,
Sorry
so
to hear that.
the way I think the dragon arrived there is he arrived after we started mining for a few months. Because before that, there were no signs of it. After we left, I went back a couple of months afterwards. Place has changed. Fetid pools lying around, out of nowhere. Places that were dry as a bone now are filled with a strange swamp. The place stinks. I've not gotten into the mines again.
You think the dragon changed the place?
I bet he did. I've heard some adventurers tried to take him down a couple of years back.
From the size of the head you described, it must be a very powerful dragon.
I don't know much about dragons. I just know that dragons are not to be messed with. Magical beings and all, then magic, as you know, not a thing anyone wants to deal with.
Right. Did you see
If you're
anything
going
else?
to that cave, I suggest you bring a heavy coat to protect yourself against that liquid.
Right. That sounds like a useful thing that you were lucky to have.
There was one more thing that we've seen, but it was before the dragon arrived.
What did you see?
Well, a few weeks before that, we dug into what seemed to have been a room. Strangely enough, it was completely sealed from the outside. As we dug into it, this room was perfectly intact, as in the walls were unchanged by time. Completely.
I've heard stories of like magic that could do that back in time. Maybe they were preserved somehow like that.
Would make sense. Were these drawings of magic, I believe it is. Runes, maybe they're called, on the floor, on the walls, everywhere. But there was this circle of runes. We reported it back to, back in the day, the mayor that existed here.
Right.
And, they sent some investigators. They wrote something down and went away. But the dragon, it arrived from that circle, I'm pretty sure, because there was no other passage open. Except for the surface, and he didn't come from there.
Well, dragons are known to use magic, so if it was a magic circle, maybe it could go there like that.
Very troubling. I hear there's one in the Adventuring Guild.
I've heard that too. Hopefully they have it under control.
He kind of goes over to a keg and kind of starts pouring himself a large tankard of drink before he starts drowning it down very quickly. So that is the story of how I lost my kid. Now I have another story about mining. Much more happy than this one.
Right.
He looks interested.
All right, he starts going into the story. That story will take you another 20 minutes to listen to. As he's a dwarf and he really enjoys mining, and he's going to go into every detail about how he mines this kind of rock and that kind of rock and what he did there and what he did there. That kind of thing.
I'd have been will listen.
Uh-huh.
Like, actually interested.
So, Maris, you don't know what they're saying, but this is going on for a long while. You're kind of sitting
Probably
there.
at like the 20-minute mark, I break out my gin flask and just take a couple of sips.
Yep. In the meantime, Citrinitas.
Yes.
It doesn't need to be from a willing dragon.
In which
Though-
case...
Though it is easier from a willing dragon.
Yeah, not having to fight a dragon for its scales is...
Oh, not only
probably a
that,
lot
if you
easier.
fight a dragon, you might break some of the scales or such, and then it's harder to work with.
Yep. Did you write up what the actual
Oh, I forgot to write
recipe?
that. Sorry. I will write it for...
You don't have to write now.
In the break, I will write it.
Just not knowing how much time I have, I'll start delving into this book to get an idea for if we were to set out for this dragon before going on this quest. Is it something I could prepare to make a guard rake out of? Or do I need to study this for a lot longer before I would feel comfortable doing it?
It's not a long booklet, but it is long enough that it will take you the 30 minutes that they spend inside. At the end of those 30 minutes... by the way, the reason that it takes you half an hour is not because of so much writing, but more of the complexities of how it's written, how to do stuff, and you're kind of trying to follow and understand the process kind of thing. So you kind of go back and forth, kind of understanding the whole process and how it works. Sorry, I forgot to read the question. Say again?
Well, the goal is to figure out if, after having read this now, I feel comfortable trying this in preparation, or would I consider doing it later if we run into a dragon then?
You don't
Seeing as how it specifies you have to have fresh materials, I don't think storing them for later will work.
No. You do think that if you hunt a dragon down and you get him, you probably could do the process, though from what you understand of how people are scared of magic and all that, probably not in town. Also, you're not sure how people will respond to guard rakes being around.
Yeah, that's also another issue.
You don't actually know if they will respond badly, but you just don't know. Because you've never seen a guard rake before. I mean, the first time you've seen it is just at that wizard tower.
As I encountered it there, I mean, they're not that big. Do I think I could explain it away?
Depends how you wish to explain it. You want to tell me how you wish to try and explain it, and then I can tell you if you think it is going to work. The problem mostly is dragons are considered magical creatures, from what you understand. To have something that resembles a dragon coming to town might be a problem, depending on the population of the town or city.
Do guard rakes sufficiently resemble dragons considering they have no wings?
They resemble enough in the body, no wings though, but yeah. I mean, they have kind of the structure a bit of a dragon, though not the size or the, the vibrant nature of a dragon.
Yeah, so it could also be explained as a beast of burden for lizard folk or similar things.
Yeah, it could, though as I said, you don't know how they will respond. They probably, I mean, if you are next to it, they probably won't kill it outright, but they might not react kindly to the one, having them.
So I'll give it a try.
Mm-hmm. You also learn from this booklet that depending on what drake color you want, you need also to have that kind of those kind of scales.
Seen from a different angle, what scale you are provided is what will dictate the outcome.
Exactly. The process of preparing the entire thing is different for every color of dragon, due to the nature of how to work with the scale and such. The entire process, as far as you understand from this thing, will take you a couple of weeks to finish, but the beginning needs to be with fresh materials.
Not days, like it says.
What I mean by a couple of weeks for it, I mean like how do I explain it? For the finished product, kind of the when you can kind of leave having finished it completely. Yes, you can finish the process itself, but if you wish to have higher successes of it actually hatching, you probably want to spend some time with it in a safe location. Or if you can provide a safe location for it while you travel, that's fine. Because the beginning of it, they are very sensitive until they grow a bit.
Yeah. And final question then is, damn it, I just had it. Yeah, right. How does the ritual define how fresh? How much time do I have from the killing and gathering of the scales until they are no longer usable?
It doesn't specify exactly numbers, but from what you understand, probably maximum of a few days. You believe 2-3 days at the max.
And it specifies a large amount of fresh meat. How much in cost?
You probably could get that meat from the dragon itself.
Yeah,
if
sure.
you kill it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Those are my questions.
Are you a spellcaster in some way?
Citrinatus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a druid.
Okay. You would know of one spell that would assist you in keeping at least the meat fresh.
Fresh seal?
Mm-hmm. It won't work on the scales, though.
But the meat would go bad sooner, I would imagine.
Yes, and with fresh seal, you could hold it, well, indefinitely with the fresh seal. But as I said, it won't work with the thingies because it's not actually food. So,
Yep.
The reason that the scales need to be fresh is mostly because of the magical nature of it. And if you wait too long, these scales become less magical and less magical.
Yep. That's all my questions.
So as you finished your booklet, they kind of pop out from the house, I'm guessing, unless Idabin will spend another story out of it.
I mean, after he tells that story, what does he say?
I mean, he keeps offering other stories of mining, so if you want. He seems to enjoy the company, though he doesn't want to provide any drink.
Right.
Or rather, he enjoys telling the stories to someone. You're not sure he actually enjoys your company as much, but...
Right. He will hand the guy a mana healing potion and say,
"Thank you for a nice tale. What do you?"
Thank you, but what is this?
Oh, it's a healing potion. If you ever find yourself hurt mining or something, accidents can happen. You can drink it.
Thank you. He kind of seems to look at Maris for a moment and looking at you. You only notice it just because his eyes kind of twinkle as he moves them.
Yeah.
Before he pulls out something from beside his couch and puts it on the desk in front of him. Then you can hear him kind of whisper some curses in Dwarven as he kind of hits two stones against one another before he lights up a small lamp. Put your way out so you won't break my house.
Yes. Maris, you can walk out of here without stumbling into
Also
things
lift
now.
those chairs.
I see. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh, Maris, he's asking you to lift those chairs over there.
And Arvin just walks out and says in Dwarven,
Was nobody talking to you?
You can come back for more stories. Though, please don't bring that person. He will break my house before he sits.
I'll remember that.
As you get out, you can see the dwarf kind of heading towards the entrance, kind of grabbing the lamp as you get out.
Mhm.
He seems to be looking at the potion for a moment, and then kind of turning back and walking back in after kind of whooshing the fire out from the lamp. You both can see Citrinta's probably leaning against a wall of the house and kind of seeming to be just finished for reading a booklet.
All done.
Yes. Got some interesting information.
and he'll
You
look
think we
around
got
as everyone
a-
gathered.
Do you think we got a genuine dragon on our hands?
From the sound of it, it's quite likely.
I'll look at Maris then. If we do go up against this thing, assuming we can, I would like to scout you first. You want to try doing this, and I'll show him the booklet of the Guardrake stuff?
Hell yeah.
You understand we can't do it in town. We'd have to find somewhere to stay outside of town for a good while.
Yeah, I get that.
We should probably also ask Erleith.
You can hear from inside the house the dwarf kind of saying in Dwarven, "Damn adventurers."
Hannibal would just chuckle to himself.
There is,
That's-
however...
By the way, I should mention, he described the dragon. He saw the head, and he described it as being about 2.5 dwarfs wide. But he was also in a lot of fear at the time, so I don't know if that affected his judgment.
Yeah.
Fear can make
but-
people exacerbate the truth.
Right. But
Is
still,
why I strongly
he did-
recommend that we scout out the place before we even get close to it, in a manner that won't antagonize this creature.
One thing that was very curious, which I'm more certain about, is he described that day before the dragon arrived, a couple of weeks earlier, mined into what seems to be a very pristinely preserved room with what he described as most likely magical writing and a magical circle. And he
That's-
himself theorized that the dragon came from that room.
Now we have two good reasons to get our Erleith along at least. How do we convince Sienna? What motivates her?
She seemed to be liking killing things.
Well, who doesn't like slaying a dragon? Like all those fabled stories.
Right. Anyway, I think it's at least worth checking out.
Yeah.
With a word of caution, of course, dragon and all.
Let's head back to the elders
I
then,
should-
and
Yeah, I guess I'll wait mentioning it till we're all gathered. I have a couple more details about the dragon.
yeah. Maris.
Yeah.
Do you speak Draconic?
I do indeed.
Good. You'll be able to train the Gardrake then. I don't think I should recommend someone who doesn't know how to speak to it to make one. At least that's what the booklet said.
Hmm. What would I know about black dragons?
Why don't you roll a history or arcana check?
+9. Fuck me.
Not much. It's not so much that dragons are not known in this world, but due to their magical nature, any mention of them is has been some of the topics about them have been removed in order to not speak about magic too blatantly. The thing that you know about black dragons would be the color and their breath type.
Is
You don't know the breath type?
acid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
You don't know much more about them due to their... the other thing about black dragons that you would know is that not many are known to have been seen in at least the last century. Kind of keep to themselves mostly.
Mhm. Okay. Hear me out. Black dragons, they have acid as a breath weapon, like a red dragon has fire. What
You
if
described
we?
acid. Should we not wait to discuss this with the others?
No, I want to get this stupid idea out now.
Okay.
What about if we get a load of baking soda and make it eat it all? It'll neutralize the acid.
Good luck with getting the amount.
Okay, I'm done. Stupid idea over. Let's go.
I'm sorry, but I can tell you're not an alchemist.
Yeah.
Also, black dragon acid is kind of legendary. I don't think some baking soda will do the trick.
I don't know, it would be kind of funny to just see it foaming out of the mouth.
Yeah, like a fucking baking soda volcano.
Mm-hmm. So, you all get back to the rest of the group, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Well,
Let's see how we convince them.
What would the others have been doing? We've been away
I
from
don't
them.
know. Sienna, what have you been up to?
Would it be possible to just go component shopping for, stuff?
Sure. If you have any specific components, let me know. If it's just very,
I need a double check. So,
Okay.
yeah.
let me know afterwards what you
I'll
wanted
get
to
you
buy.
a list and,
Yeah.
Do keep
Ardith?
in mind that if you're using a
Yeah, but anything that has a price, you need to actually pay for.
Yeah. anything that is consumed and has a price, you need to pay for. But if you're using a one of those
Arcane
foci,
focus.
a focus, you can also use a holy item, a holy symbol as a focus. So
Yep.
for the things that aren't consumed, so you might not need whatever you're looking for.
Anyways, Ardith, what do you want to do while they are away?
I would spend some time studying the star charts that I've got.
I believe I went through everyone. Yep. Right. So you three make your way back. You can see Arliath busy at a table, seeming to be looking at what seems to you with dots with numbers, and then going to another chart and continuing on to kind of seems to be processing information about these things. Arliath, would it be fair to say that you probably would have done it since this morning, since they were busy going back and forth a few times?
Yeah, I would have spent however long from this morning until now doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and except for when they disturbed you every time they got back and started talking around.
Mm-hmm.
It's very precise things that you need to do, so every time they kind of talk, it kind of bothers your concentration, and you need to kind of break it and come back to it. So yeah,
This
after
time, is this at a bar?
it is at a kind of it's a table at the corner of the bar.
Okay. I'd have been Aztec going in. We'll go over and order a beer for himself and a glass of wine for Arla, and then bring it over to her.
You get your beer and drink. Arleth, you were so focused on your charts that you suddenly hear this clank of something hitting the table.
I would just kind of jump a little bit and then look up. Hi.
We're back.
Again.
Yes.
Anything interesting?
Quite. Involves magic and a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care to join us?
And he kind of gestures to the drink.
I'll smile towards him as I take the drink. Magic and dragons. Yeah, why not?
Look over, I'm guessing we're leaving the charts on the table you've been working in, sitting on another one kind of near.
Mm-hmm.
Do you leave your charts unguarded?
I mean, next to. I don't know how busy it is.
Well, I mean, you can sit around the table that she used the charts. It's
okay.
We'll pull two tables together so that we're not interrupting.
Well, if I see that the group
You're 5 people. You can sit by the one table.
No, we need
when
more
I see
tables.
the group coming together, I would start rolling these star charts back up.
Is it a circular table, Tom, or is it square with 4 sides?
Yes, she would use a circular table for square things. It would make total sense for that.
How big is a table, Tom? We need to define this.
What
yes,
kind of
that is yes.
Yeah.
What is the name of the table?
What is it made of?
More importantly, how many legs does it have? Because that might interfere with our leg placement.
Mm-hmm.
There is only one
does the table have a cross beam underneath?
I'm getting a headache from all this bullshit.
The table is made of marble. It's square and it has a 1 foot.
It's a floating table. There you go.
No,
no legs, no nothing. There you
There's
go.
a 1 foot.
It's a bar table, that kind of table.
It's a big one.
It only has 1 foot? Fuck me.
A thick foot. It's made of marble. It can support itself. Go on.
Fancy.
Marble tables, huh? Boy.
Yep.
Close.
You only knew where it comes from. It comes from mining. Do you get that?
Actually, I don't mind no story about that.
Well, yeah. You would know that he mined some marble as well.
Yeah.
And you tied an onion to your waist, which was the fashion at the time, of course. And then they were heading to Shelbyville, which is what it was called back then.
So before we go into the plans, actually, you know what? Before Stephen forgets stuff, let's do it now, and then we'll take a short break.
Right.
So, go on.
So, we're all gathered here today to... So, we found out that there is very likely a magic circle, or at least a room with magical inscribings at the mined into some time ago. And shortly after, a dragon supposedly attacked them. At least a lot of people are dead, and the dwarf I talked to said that it looked like a dragon with a head the size of 2.5 dwarfs wide. Mind you, he was probably in terror, running for his life. He also lost his son, I should note. He only survived due to having a very thick coat on, mitigating some of the damage. Sounded like it was some sort of acid attack, which would fit with a black dragon, as I think Mara said it was. The room that they mined into had magical writing, but also a circle of magical writing, and was also pristinely preserved, and no other obvious exit, which all points to some sort of preserved room reinforced with magic. The question would be whether we want to go and figure out whether this dragon is to be tangled with.
If we do go, I have a means of scouting out the place without putting ourselves at risk. Well, I have several ways.
Right. Oh, and I believe you also would like to get into a confrontation with a dragon due to using materials for something. I think you guys were talking about that.
If this dragon is something we could feasibly fight, I would say that it is a great opportunity to gather some materials for many different uses. Its blood is so deliciously good in healing potions. Stuff
Right.
like that, many uses, but also the Gardrake project. On that note, Arleith, do you know Draconic?
I do indeed.
But it is sort of a prerequisite for creating one of these beasties. If we are to do this and do that, we could not bring that into town for quite a few days. So that's something to consider. But I would also say that if we are considering fighting this creature, we should see if the Adventurers Guild could sponsor us.
That's not a bad shout.
Right. Another question, though. The Godrakes, are they able to fly?
No, from what I read in the booklet, they do not have wings, and they are not able to learn how to fly. Think of them as a bit over. Well, I'll kind of point out to where one of the mastiffs are. They're just a beefier version of those, to be honest.
Interesting. I was just thinking of, like, the practicality of having them travel with us.
Yeah. I would say if they are dressed up in suitable barding, that might alleviate people's concern with them. They would appear like war beasts of burden. It is not uncommon for chariots and such to be pulled by that. And they would also see my other two beasts in this grouping. They are roughly of the same size. And I also believe that they can be explained away as akin to lizard folks, beast of burden. There's still going to be issues, no doubt. They are not common sights, that is for sure.
Right. I was just thinking out loud. But I'm very much interested in the magic circle. And, this supposedly preserved room filled with magical writing might have other things there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's all kinds of cool magical shit for you guys to geek out of. Kind of stare at Aralea.
Hmm?
Are you sure she's a
Also-
wizard? She doesn't wag whenever magic is mentioned.
Well, she is also an elf, so, the whole explosive emotions thing is not a thing.
I didn't know they had that. I'm sorry, Aralea.
I'm just gonna smile towards him.
If you ever feel the need to have help expressing yourself, I'm there.
Mm-hmm. I will definitely bear that in mind.
Good.
So, what's the plan? You said you had an idea of scouting it.
Well, that is one thing, but first I'd like to hear from Sienna.
Oh, right.
Well, what now?
What do you think about all of this?
I feel like this is definitely a foolish endeavor. I mean, going into what I can only assume would be its home, and then trying to slay something like that, I feel we're a bit out of our depth, you know?
You? In certain circumstance. That is why I propose to very safely scout out if it's a danger we are willing to take. As succeeding in this, assuming the dragon is even still there, it would gain us access to this circle for easier transport of the prisoner we're intending to get.
Do you want to respond?
Uh,
I mean, anyone else as well. I mean, it's not just Sienna.
I like your idea of going to guild to ask them to sponsor us. We could always, say, hey, we're interested in a dragon. If we are able to get anything tangible, would you offer us compensation?
Yeah, and there is a chance that, I mean, normally these quests are put up by some interested party, but as we are bringing it to their attention, we would have to ask for sponsorship instead. One of the easier methods I have for scouting out the place would involve acquiring a reagent of, well, it's fairly pricey, of around 200 gold, and as you are all aware, with my current status of in debt, I cannot afford that. But I do have alternatives that will not cost.
What did you say? The thing was, I didn't hear you probably.
200 gold worth item. He didn't specify what it was.
I have the funds, if you can elaborate.
The spell calls for a rather specific item. It is a one moment. There are certain mundane items, such a feather, a tuft of fur, and a bit of fishtail, but it has to be inside a gilded acorn worth at least 200 gold. I would imagine this would take a crafter to put together.
Right. I have gold for it. What would your spell do? How would it help?
The spell allows me to summon a animal spirit. It lasts for an hour or so, and I can command the spirit, or I can cast other spells that will allow me to see through its eyes or communicate with it at great distances, or many of the above.
Would this be a reusable item, or would you need the 200
Yes.
gold every time?
No, it is a reusable. But it's not something I've had the liberty of acquiring so far.
I think this would be a great way to scout out things in general from the future.
Yes.
I could
I can
sponsor your
also use
house.
the same method of contacting any animal we discover and doing the same thing by casting certain charms on them, but this does mean endangering a living creature, not a temporary spirit.
Right. I'm willing to sponsor like half of it if someone else is wanting to chip in as well. I mean, it would give the group a better chance of doing things in general.
Anyone
You
wants
also
to?
have another option if you do not like that scouting idea, or you have perhaps more a affinity for doing it yourself. I have magic that will help conceal you. In fact, it won't just conceal you, it'll conceal everybody I cast it upon. And no, it is not invisibility, it is merely assisting you with your natural ability to hide.
What does the rest of you say? I think the whole like reusable spirits sounds like a great ability to have as a group in general. Anyone want to help me sponsor it?
I'll
Yeah, look.
definitely put towards it.
All right. Advin will put out the 100 gold.
How much does it cost?
200 in total.
200.
Yes.
Yeah, in total. And Advin's put down 100.
I'll put down the other 100.
The problem now becomes finding a craftsman skilled enough.
Did the dwarf look like he was a crafter as well as a miner?
I know.
Just a miner, okay.
1 sec.
Bold of you to assume the dwarf is also a smith. Come on now.
I don't know. I was asking. I don't know what I thought.
Stephen, do I have to do this? You are muted, Stephen.
What was the question?
Do you know
Here's the
someone who can work with metals?
I don't think I've been to a blacksmith since I've been here.
Okay, so you didn't take the spell you said you were taking.
No, I took a different one.
Aww.
Sorry.
I can heat the metal for you.
Yeah, melting down the 200 gold will be more than sufficient. Finding a way to keep the items within is going to be the tricky part. I don't know how this metallurgy part will work. A craftsman is probably going to take quite some time to do this, though, unless they secretly know some magic to speed it up.
Maris, does your friends have like any facilities like that?
Sadly, we're not a service provider.
What good are you then?
The service you are trying to reach is out of reach.
Exactly.
I'm getting
good for that.
paid.
I see. Okay. I'm joking. Okay.
You can, by
So
the way, you
tough
can
to
hear
tell.
you can hear no change of tone in his voice at all.
No, yeah, I got it.
Stephen,
Hmm?
by the way, you are service providers, but only for higher ranking members.
Yeah, they don't know that.
Yeah, I'm just saying to you, so you know.
He doesn't ask how much higher ranking.
No, he didn't ask, so it's fine.
I don't want you to think less of me, but if we were to find a common variety garden snake, I would have no qualms about sending that to its death, scouting out this place.
That is not a problem for me.
Right.
But what if
That
it
would also
dies?
be.
If it dies, it dies. Nature takes its course.
I have no issues with snakes dying.
I'll look at Arleth.
What?
Hello? Sorry.
Do you mind if a snake dies for scouting?
No.
I'll look at Sienna.
I've not voiced any objection, have I?
silence does not mean consent.
If I had an issue, I would voice it.
I will take that under advisement from this point onward. In that case, I would feel up for these tasks, but I will need a day to prepare. I suggest we take that time to talk to the guild, make other arrangements. I don't know what matter of... It is not a foregone conclusion that we're battling this creature, but if we are, what preparations can we make for that?
Well, I can ask all of you. Do you feel sufficiently stocked healing potion-wise?
I mean, I have one very big one, but I wouldn't mind some smaller ones.
He'll hand you 2 potions of 3d6 plus 3.
Yeah, I've got like 5 particularly strong ones.
I have about 4 in myself.
Yes?
And you are left.
I have 3 decent ones.
Okay, good. If you are running out, tell me.
I'll nod.
Though, on the subject of potions, would it be possible, if we are to butt heads with this thing, perhaps something to aid against its, breath?
Yeah, it would be an acid attack, right? I have these deplorable covers.
He'll pull one of them out and like show it, like, shut up.
Really cool. I bought them, on our travels.
And he'll like show it off to you, Sienna.
Interesting.
That is some... Oh, wait. When we're poring over the recipe book, isn't there in a ointment that will help against the burns?
Oh, right. I think we could make something like that. That's really true. Oh, by the way, I have 2 of these covers. Would anyone I'm guessing either one of you guys were always at range.
And he like kind of looks back and forth between Maris and Arlev.
Would you want a cover you can set up and shoot spells behind?
Is it resistant to acid?
I mean, it's not resistant, but it should be able to take a good beating.
To describe like the sturdiness, I don't know how I would convey that, but it'd be functional to the degree of like 50 hit points.
Oh, I'll take one.
Well, provide a better cover than, standing in the open.
It's a one-time use though. You use a moment to set it up, and then it stays there, like a little wall you can completely hide behind.
Well, question for you both, wanting to craft that potion. Ointment, sorry. How are you planning to find the component?
Depends. The herbal variety of it might be more possible to discover in the city if we are lucky. I don't know if the alchemical version of it, that's the spit of a basilisk. If we're lucky in town.
Seeing as Idobin has the alchemical potion knowledge, you'll
You collecting a lot of plants usually. Do you want to look at the herbalistic approach, and I'll try and look for the alchemical one?
I recall there were different varieties of volcanic flowers, but I don't think there are any volcanoes on this island. Wait, do I know if there are any on the island?
This
I
island
know there was one on
formed.
the other island, but
This island was formed by a volcano, but there have been no trace of an opening to the volcano. As far as you know.
The flowers needed for that recipe, would they be growing in the volcano or near it?
In the mouth of the volcano.
So the rim.
It's like a kind of like a flower of a cacti of sorts.
So inside the lip of the rimlet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just to be clear, they aren't hard to get. The only problem is that you need a volcano for it. Once you have a volcano, they normally are there. It's not like a rare plant that is impossible to find in a volcano. And just you need to find that special volcano. They are common there, like at the most volcanoes. So,
well, if we can't find, volcanic flowers. This island must have been formed by one. If we can figure out where the volcano is, I can dig for it. This all will take time, though, and we are on a time limit for this mission.
Well, we have like a month to hunt down the guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we can get the circle done. It's only the travel there that will take us time.
That's why I'm saying
tracking them down.
So first we're doing our legwork to get us, try and secure a circle, and then we'll go to Maris's contact to get us traveled there. And then we have the rest of the time to try and get the guy.
We should probably then check the town today for the ingredients. I don't know if we want to buy them today, if the creature turns out to be something we should leave alone. So, but I also need that time to prepare for tomorrow.
Right. I think, so you could go and get your little focus thing made. And then I will go look for the alchemical component for potentially making the ointment. And maybe someone else can look for the volcanic flowers.
We can go and look at this, but if we do find a craftsman willing to take on that job, something as finely made as this is going to take time. A long time, I think.
True, but regardless of how long, we are coming back here in the end, right? So at some point you will get your item.
Yes, true.
I think regardless of whether we're using it now, it's good to have.
Yeah. How much do you suspect a artisan will need as payment for the work?
That would be a good question.
Should I just get a quote?
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Like, start off by like, hey, I want this made, you do it, kind of thing.
Very well. I have my work then. I will look for the ingredients and a artisan who wishes to go to the guild and see if they can sponsor us. I would, even knowing that I am kind of busy, I don't think they like me there after I've been pestering them for a month now.
Right. I'm gonna go look for like the alchemical potential ingredient for the hazard resistance, so I'm gonna be busy trying to like look out through the town.
I look at the conspicuously three silent people.
and they remain silent.
What else is there to do after this?
Well, you need to go back to the guild or the group and ask them details that we just discovered we need.
The dead or alive details?
For example,
What was the other one?
while you're there, you could also ask if they know of anyone willing to work the metal in that way. They may not be service providers for you, but they might know a good reference.
They're not city clerks. Like, you've been and seen these people. They're in a very specific line of work.
But they do have good tabs on who is able to do what magic-wise, no? And they would need crafters to do work for them whenever they have intricate work that needs work.
After talking about that, Adobin will kind of like look at Sienna and Arleth.
Does one of you want to try and ask the guild whether they want to sponsor a trip to Scar Dragon?
Mm,
You know?
I have nothing else that I can think of, so sure, I'll do it. If you
Just
want to
see, like-
accompany me, you can.
I was thinking of, we could do that afterwards, I guess, but I was gonna really try and find anywhere to find this, basilic spit for acid resistance.
Well, the invitation also extends to our left, of course.
Question to you guys. Question to you guys. Do you want to scout the place before or after you're going to make that ointment?
Most likely before, but the question is first if the thing is, we don't even know if the ingredients are available. We're looking to see if they're even available to buy.
I understand. I'm just asking because you're starting to buy something without knowing if you need it.
Well,
Let's just say Citrinitas will try to make that acid resistance ointment regardless.
I mean, okay, yeah, we don't
There
even
is
know.
this creature down in a certain temple that does a lot of acid stuff, and it might have a grudge for me, so I'm gonna just be prepared for that.
You don't want to get damaged again?
As I'll still be damaged, but I might survive.
Maybe.
Problem is, it's an ointment, so it'll take time to apply, so at least I'll have the option of being proactive about it. At the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to have one of these available.
Right, and we're right now just figuring out whether we're even having the ingredients available.
Yeah.
All right. So let's save a bit of time. Who's searching for the flower?
I'm searching for the flower in town.
So roll a D100. Wow. Roll investigation. How long would you spend on searching for it?
I need to divide up my time between that and finding a goldsmith.
Yep. A goldsmith?
So, yes, to make the gilded acorn.
The smith you can find.
Regardless.
The smith you can find pretty easily.
Yeah, you go around, you look for a sign that says Smith, and there you go.
The price he asks is 2 gold per day of work.
How long does he estimate it'll take?
We roll for that. 7 days.
So 14 gold.
Yeah, 214 in total.
And that's assuming we provide the ingredients.
Yeah. If you want the ingredients, you can sell them, but I mean, yeah. So it will be 214 to him.
Knowing the value of a healing potion, could I bribe him with just a healing potion? It is significantly more worth than the work it'll take, but it is an object in trade of gold.
He points to a sign above him that you didn't see when you entered. No bartering.
Lame.
I would then bring the quote back to the group and mention that he wants 14 gold for the work. I mean, I'm still stuck at 10 gold, so no matter what I do, I can't assume that anyone wants to pay for this.
Adobin will toss you another 14 gold.
Toss that you get 14 damage. Just kidding.
I'm gonna use gold more often.
Just kill people with gold. No, do you remember half of your...
I have
Do you remember that half of your projectiles are lost? So if you throw 500 gold, it's 250 gone.
But still, Tom, I can easily fight this dragon on my own. I have 200 damage sitting in my inventory.
Well, you can only throw one coin at a time, as per rules of D&D.
Hmm.
And it's
What
one
if I
damage
have
per
one
coin.
Is we need to invent a gun that shoots gold. There you go.
Upside down bag of holding.
Sure.
Gold. I like it.
Anyways.
So I get him to work.
Okay. Write yourself that you have 7 days until it's ready. I don't need to follow that, but you can track it yourself.
Does that include this day?
No, this day is already ending.
Okay.
And
so then I would use
regarding
the remaining time looking for the flower.
Yes. Regarding the flower, as it's nearing closing of all shops, basically, you're about to. I mean, you already have given up and are starting to, make your way back to the rest of the group. As you spot this small shop of plants that you don't remember seeing there, but maybe you just are in another street. As you look around, you probably are in another street that you didn't visit yet. So, what the hell? You go and give a visit to that shop. There's this young man sitting next to a counter with with a large plant sitting in a very nicely dug kind of ground, a vase kind of thing. It resembles a bit a mouth, the flower, the kind of the plant at the top, but it doesn't seem to be moving. As you approach, the man kind of looks at you and says, "Greetings, are you here to buy some plants?"
Well, them at least.
Alright. You were cut off for me, sorry.
I'm wondering if you sell them at least.
Everything in the shop is for sale, especially this plant, and he points at the plant with the lips.
Do I recognize the plant?
Roll survival with advantage. From where you come, the best name that they came with this type of plant is man-eater. It is known to grow to big sizes, and it's carnivore.
Do I know what triggers its growth the most?
Grows pretty rapidly. I mean, from what you can tell from this plant currently on the table, probably very young. But within like a month, it grows to its full size. Its full size is about the height of a Goliath.
How often does it need to eat?
It can last for like 2 weeks without eating. Once it's fully grown, though, at this stage, it's probably eating mostly mice, rabbits, any small animal that it can kind of catch. According to what you know from these plants, they have a sense of just sensing the area around them, and anything moving in that area they can hunt.
Does it possess any known useful materials?
Well, after it eats, yes. It expels a kind of goo that can be used in order to create an ointment of climbing.
Anything else?
That is its only
Living
use.
or dead? Okay. So he'll look at it and he'll look at the person again and like, are you sure you want that in your shop?
No, that's why it's especially on sale.
Right. Well, I know that it's a man-eater. Do you know that it's a man-eater?
I had my suspicion once he ate my bat.
I'm really curious if you could tame them. Or, like, teach them to, behave.
Screw it, I probably have some way.
Well, you could probably talk to it and get it to not attack you regarding how long that command will last. It's a plant. Who knows? Probably not a long time. Also, you will need to speak to it each time you approach because, it can't actually know who you are. It can just sense you approaching.
Well, unless you have a great place for that to thrive, I would get rid of that fast.
You want to buy it?
No,
I sell it for only 2 silver.
Yeah, I don't really have its dietary requirements easily available, and I travel a lot.
All right.
If it didn't grow particularly big, I could maybe, but that thing is going to get bigger than me, and hungry for flesh, so no.
All right. So, what are you in for? What do you seek?
Oh, I need some Pleurathalis truncate. It's the volcano flowers that grow nearby.
Nearby? I don't know of any nearby, but...
Well, they grow in volcanoes.
Well, I have one, but that's all I have.
Is one enough for the ointment?
For one ointment, yes.
Will do. Is it a sapling or seedling?
Oh, it's a fully grown one. It's already dried up because, I can't keep it alive here.
Well, of course. How much?
Oh, it wasn't easy to get by. And not many people can afford it. And he kind of looks at you.
Don't particularly look rich.
Yeah, I know. So he kind of seems to kind of wrinkle his nose for a moment. It'll cost 250 gold.
Do I know how he could cultivate this flower?
Pretty easy once you get to the volcano that has it. I mean, it's really easy to cultivate it. It's just a matter of getting to a volcano.
So you basically just need volcanic soil.
Yes, though you need to also have the same conditions like in a volcano in the regard of very dry air and the ashes of a volcano are very good for it to grow.
Yeah, soil.
Yeah, and dry air. So basement, not a good idea. Needs to be a warm place.
That's far too steep for me. Unless I trade in all of my healing potions.
You can buy the plant. Only 2 silver.
No, I think I'll be fine. Actually,
Very well.
I'll take out that long bone from a giant.
The what?
You got the long bone that I have?
Okay.
A leg bone, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You have a grinder? I need bone meal and bone glue.
You want me to grind that? I sell plants.
Yeah? Have you no idea how valuable this stuff is to put in the soil? This is pure calcium.
I just buy the good dirt from the farmers.
This kind of merchant. Right, I understand. You wouldn't be into the trade. Then I can't offer you the means of growing your own version of that plant either.
The healing potions sound interesting.
Oh. Rough market price of healing potions is 50 gold, and I have 5 of them.
Well, I can trade you the 5 for this flower.
I look at the man-eater.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to move.
Let's make it 4, and I'll take the man-eater off your hands. And I won't tell anyone that you had it.
Oh, it's perfectly legal.
Until it eats someone's cat, and then someone's child, and then someone's husband and wife and family.
I have a license for it.
They have those?
And he pulls out from a drawer a very nicely written document specifying that he has this plant and that he's allowed to have it for his own protection.
Those crazy bastards.
It is signed by the Adventuring Guild.
Yeah, no. I need these potions. We have something else coming up on the adventures that is going to require them.
No flour, I'm guessing.
Come back some other day.
Very well. I hope I will still have the flour.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Anyways, I am Seymour. Nice to meet you.
You see more of what?
No, my name is Seymour.
Ah, right. I'm Citronentus. I'm both a herbalist and alchemist. You know what? I think I'll just go find my own plant. Anyways, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. All right. Who was the second one? Was just searching for something. Oh, let's go with Kaiser. Kaiser, you're going to the Adventuring Guild, right?
Yes. Me and Arlep were going. Yeah.
All right, hand in hand.
La de la de la.
Hopping all the way over there. You get to the gates of the building. As you get inside, you can see the woman that you dealt with when you arrived to town. The one that was really annoyed by you arriving to that closet room. As she sees you all, she kind
I
of...
don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. This character doesn't know anything. But the Arleth, you would recognize her. She kind of turns to and sees Arleth, and you can see a visible sigh from her before she approaches. How can we help you?
Well, we have some possible work that, well, if done, we would like to see what we might get as a compensation, shall we say.
Come into my office. As she leads the way to her office, leads you to 2 comfortable chairs as she sits down at hers. She leans back and puts her legs on her feet on the table. Yes. Tell me.
Well, we've been talking with some, rather respectable individuals, and have discovered that there might be a dragon a bit north of here.
What color?
I don't remember if they said or not.
Yes, they did. Black.
Yeah. Black.
Well, depending on the age, if it's old enough, it will be worth quite a bit of money. We will require, though, the entire contents of the acid sac and the head.
I see.
And if it's old enough, it can reach up to 25,000 gold. Though if it's younger, probably less.
I'm not exactly an expert on, dragons and their age, but the story said it was about, the account, I should say, said it was about 2.5 dwarfs wide. Its head could be bigger, could be smaller, panic state and whatnot.
Sounds to be a pretty old dragon. Are you sure you're up for the task?
Well, even if well, I said the same thing, but even if we're not, we're merely doing our duty and making sure the knowledge is, out there. Wouldn't want anyone stumbling upon it and meeting an untimely fate.
I don't think you should try and deal with it. At least not currently. You don't seem ready. No offense meant, but
Oh, not taken. I quite frankly scoffed at the idea, but, well, I wanted to go check, but the price on its head anyhow.
from your description of the size of its head, it's either a very old or ancient dragon.
So more on the larger end of the sum.
Interesting that we haven't heard of it doing any damage around. Probably busy with his own thing.
Well, at least for now. Though,
Yeah.
who knows how long it will remain doing that.
It might be in his slumber, and it might last a few good years.
Well, it was only discovered, what was it, a couple of weeks ago, so maybe.
Kaiser, just to correct you, the dragon was discovered a few years ago.
Oh, was it a few years ago?
Yeah,
Sorry.
the attack was a few years ago.
Weeks. There was a couple of weeks between the dwarves finding the room with the magic circle and the dragon appearing. That's what I'm
Right.
thinking. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the incident itself was a few years ago.
All right.
Did he
Well.
actually mention the number of years? I'm just curious now.
No. Oh, actually, in his story, yes, he would have mentioned it's 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Okay.
Yes.
Then Idabin would have passed that along.
All right, well.
Firstly.
Replace that
Doesn't
with
change her.
5
Yeah, it
years
doesn't
ago.
change her answer though.
Another thing I would remind Kaiser of is just that Idabin actually asked to go check if even scouting out would yield any reward from the guild, providing more information about it.
Yeah. Though we could, well, I don't suppose we could maybe at least scout out, maybe confirm or deny how legitimate this claim is,
Wake it up?
Well, not wake it up, but, at least see what's there, because for all we know, they could have merely sniffed some bad gas and hallucinated the whole thing. Who knows?
She kind of looks at you for a moment as though trying to ascertain whether you're joking or serious. And then just kind of nods. Yeah, she just kind of nods before she says, unless your way to ascertain that is extremely safe, I would avoid going into a dragon lair. They don't tend to sleep very deeply if something disturbs them. And I'd rather not have a dragon attack.
Well, we might have a rather safe way soon. Yes. And if we were to be able to, ascertain how much of a threat it actually is, if it is as large as it was claimed to be, then would it be possible if we were to be, compensated for, our work?
There will be a small caveat for it. I'm willing to compensate you, but only if you don't awaken it.
Rather understandable.
Well, if you can ascertain how much danger we're in with this threat, and I mean to know how large this dragon is, or to know at least, how large the dragon is, and whether it's awake or sleeping. I'm willing to pay 1,000 gold for that information. And by me, I mean the Adventuring Guild.
I assumed as much. Well, I'll keep that in mind then.
I still, as a professional, I wouldn't advise you to actually approach there, but you're an adventurer.
I'll be sure to pass it along to my colleagues.
Very well. Does she need anything? And she looks at Ardieth. Ardieth?
I would just be sat there looking around the room waiting.
Mm-hmm. Do you need anything?
No, I don't think so.
Have a good day. And
I
please do
imagine
not.
Arleth a little bit like that kid that's been brought along to like bring your kid to work day. She's just like doing that, like looking around. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the rest of the I mean, after that, do you both do anything, or is that it? Or I mean, yeah. All right.
I guess that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Michael, I believe you wanted to explore something.
yes, basilisk bit.
Yes. Roll D100.
I will roll the set D100 in a second. There you go. Hey, I'm outdoing you today, Cash.
Roll an investigation.
Ah.
After spending about 3 hours searching for basilisk spit, you are pretty sure there's no basilisk spit in town.
Okay.
I mean, you went to all the shops that you kind of got word to your kind of that they are worth anything and there might be something, and you haven't found any that actually sell it. They actually have quite a variety of all kinds of chemical things for sale, but not basilisk spit.
Well, just not that. Okay. Fair enough.
They actually say that they had, but it was sold out.
Okay. That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'll try and reconvene with the rest of the people.
There's.
Yeah.
You want to go ask some questions?
I would actually not go to the guild. I would be looking for a artisan or jeweler or someone.
Or what?
Don't they want me to find out if it's like someone who can shape shit or something?
Yeah, but what do you want to be shaped?
To be honest,
Yes.
it's been like half an hour. I don't quite remember.
Right. Think about it.
Please help me.
What did you
put
want
it
to
this
have
way.
shaped?
No, just tell me.
You're wanting to search for someone who can do reshape metal? That's a magic thing? Do you think you'll find someone doing that in town?
Why do we need this?
Gilded Acorn, which I already set someone to work on.
You don't need it.
The reason we told you to check with your guild about it is because this would involve casting magic. Do you think you will find a craftsman in town advertising that he's using magic to craft with?
I mean, you don't need to use magic to make it.
No, that's why you need a regular goldsmith.
Yeah.
But what he's asking for is reshape metal, a 3rd level spell.
Common thing.
Why am I asking for it?
Don't worry, you don't need it.
For the Gilded Acorn, but you no longer need it.
It was an option instead of getting a regular smith. Yeah.
Would have been much faster, but the only issue is you don't want to ask too many people about magic.
Magic is hush hush, remember?
Nice. Stephen, do you want to do anything else?
Um,
Because I would guess your character would know that you don't need to actually search for it.
I would like to sell some stuff.
Do you have a list, or do you want to just...
I have 2 precious gems worth 100 gold, and I'm guessing no one really buys magic items in this town, or in fact anywhere.
Well, in this town, maybe the Adventuring Guild.
Okay, I will go to the Adventuring Guild, see if I can palm off a few items of them.
As you get to the Adventuring Guild, and you see, you can just see Arlieth and Sienna leaving. As you go inside, you can see the woman that you met the first day you arrived to this town, and then look at you and asking, were you waiting for them to leave in order to come in?
Oh, no, I was walking around town looking for something and then realized I didn't need it.
See. What can I help you with?
I have some magical items that I wish to sell, if such a service is possible here.
Depending on the item.
Well, there's one that I can't seem to find the handout for.
Give me the name.
Oh no, I found it. I have. How the fuck do you say that? Ismaeus' flute
Okay.
and the ring of sticky solutions.
You would sell my parting gift to you? How dare you?
I'm not gonna use it. It doesn't seem useful to me at all.
Is Mrs. Flute and what else?
And that's why you snatched it.
The ring of sticky solutions.
Yeah. I mean, he's just has an affinity with everything ring, you know?
Yeah.
Just start up a jeweler's.
Why would you owe me money?
What?
You helped pay for the booklet?
Oh shit, yeah, I did.
That sounds about right. I spent the rest of my money on potion.
The flute doesn't interest her. The ring she is willing to buy off you. So she asks what is the price that you're offering. I mean, you're saying that it's you want for it.
Is there any kind of check I can do to determine how much I think this is worth?
In the issue would be, even if you do the check, is that unless you're in a region that is willing to trade a lot of magical stuff, that price might be incorrect.
Okay.
You could roll a Arcana, and I will say the price that you could probably maybe sell it at a region that actually does with a lot of magic.
Big money. That's more like it.
That is the amount you think it can be sold for. Though again, that would be in a region that a lot of buyers, and there's actually competition for actually, people wanting stuff.
See, I got you such a nice gift.
You did,
and you're
I
trying to sell it. How rude.
But I think I'm going to ask for 800 gold for it.
Yeah, you're nowhere near the region I'm willing to pay for it. It's a convenience more than a requirement, so I will skip that.
500?
Deal.
Cool. I'll hand over the ring.
Go to the quartermaster. She kind of guides you to the doors you need to go.
Okay.
And she kind of takes a small note and writes something and hands it to you. And says, just hand it to the quartermaster. He will know what it means.
Okay. As I'm
Give him a loaf of bread and that's it.
As I'm walking that way, I definitely want to read the note.
What languages do you understand?
Common, Celestial, Deep Speech, Draconic, Elvish, Orcish, Infernal, and Undercommon.
You don't understand the language.
Bastard!
Haha.
Hmm.
Though the lettering seems to make you feel like your skin wants to crawl away.
Anyone around?
No?
I'm just gonna, dart off to a little quiet corner and very quietly cast Comprehend Languages.
You cast Comprehend Languages. Roll D100. You cast Comprehend Languages, and the following is what you understand from it. Let me just type it.
Ducks. It's gonna say, I knew you would try this, so you're fucked.
An alarm goes off in the facility.
No.
Magic detected.
Okay.
Your character would understand that this is probably written in code. And that's why your Comprehend Languages doesn't make sense of it.
I have a feat thing, but I want to
Mhm.
know if I can reverse engineer it. So I can create ciphers. Can I also attempt to decode one?
You want to spend an hour or two on it?
Oh god, fuck that.
Also, you don't have the
No.
original language, so it would be very hard.
Hmm.
You're currently using a literal translation of the letters, which in common might mean nothing at all.
Okay.
It's like trying to understand a riddle that is written in another language after it has been translated badly.
Oh no, riddles.
No, that's what I mean. The idea of, getting to work on something that has been translated badly is not a good idea. It would take a long time if you could even crack it with that. If it was in a
Okay.
language you understand, yes.
I'm just gonna head to the quartermaster.
He kind of looks at you, seems bored. Yes?
I have this. I'll hand him the note.
By the way, she didn't take the ring. She wanted you to hand it to the quartermaster. Okay. You give him also the ring?
Yep.
He picks it up, puts it on a small pedestal that he has behind him, and you can see this glow that shines upon it, and then you can see the item itself give a glow. He picks it up, seems to inspect it a moment, then takes a magnifying glass and starts inspecting it with another way before he puts it away in a small metal box and hands you a pouch with 500 gold.
Yay, money.
See, wasn't that much easier than, trying to be a smartass and read a note you're not supposed to?
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing potentially dangerous about him was on that note.
Oh, Maris.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go afterwards?
Let's see. I would like to go back to where we're staying, go up into the room and scribe the scroll of Layman's secret chest.
There is a cost in the book regarding how much it costs to scribe such a thing.
think it's an hour plus 50 gold a spell level, but
No, it's also time dependent on the spell level.
yes. But if it is of the same school, it's halved.
How many? Is it halved, first of all?
Dang it, no.
What level is it?
It's 4th level.
It's for 4 hours.
4 hours and 200 gold.
Sure about that?
Right?
It's 2 hours per level.
So
Okay.
8 hours. So
Well, that's-
you cannot do it today, unless you want to not get a long rest.
Can I not just
200
have a
gold.
lie-in?
You want to tell the rest that you're going to not wake up at the same time? Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys are okay with him being 3 hours after?
Sure.
It would be
He just
late
doesn't get
morning.
any food. It's okay.
So you can scrap it.
Depends on what you all agree on once we're back.
Oh, actually, yeah. Don't already write it. It depends on whether. Yeah. So, actually, that would be a problem since when you get back, it's kind of early compared to the rest, and most of them are not yet back. I mean, you have only Arlieth and Sienna that are currently in.
No, I won't scribe it tonight.
Okay. So evening comes and everyone kind of slowly makes its way back to the place. Arlieth, I'm guessing you're back at your work.
Yes.
All right, everyone is back. What do you wish to do?
Well, how did things go for everyone? Wow, everybody.
It seems like all the basilisk bit in town has been used up, so no luck in mind.
Well, I found one of the flowers, but he wanted 250 gold for it, so I'm thinking it might be better to just find one ourselves. I have means of tracking. I also
Makes
found
sense.
that artisan, as mentioned, and he's gotten busy and gotten to work.
Good.
Well, we have numbers. If we were to scout and whatnot, though it's only applicable if we, don't wake it up.
Well, she suggested we shouldn't.
Well, she reckons that it might be an ancient dragon, judging by the accounts given. So, yeah.
That is a bit problematic, yes.
Though, if we were to not wake it and, ascertain how much of a threat it is, it's still, I believe, 1,000 gold.
Seeing as how it popped in out of nowhere, there is a chance I decided to leave. Nobody said it had to set down there. I would say it's worth at least scouting, though I would not use the special magical means then, in case it wakes up. Something innocuous that wouldn't be out of place, snooping about its place. Like a cave snake. Yeah, I'll look for one of those. As you guys don't agree that we should check if the lair is, or the place is empty?
I reckon we check.
As long as we can go about it, as said, rather stealthily, then sure.
Don't know how we're going to kill a dragon without waking it up.
Oh,
We're not going to kill it.
Maris, I know that you don't retain knowledge well, but 2.5 heads wide? Like, 2.5 people wide head, like it's a big creature. Unless we're so lucky as it to be a false account and it's a, very small one, or it was using some sort of illusion. But if this dragon is as big as the account we got, fighting it would be foolish.
I think this person was exaggerating very greatly.
Well, either way,
That's still hopeful thinking, and we should
we
scout
will
it
find
out.
out.
Yes.
However, if it is true, good luck fighting it yourself, because I'm not assisting in a fool's errand.
Agreed. I do not wish to die in vain. If it's a whelp or a youngling, maybe we can make the effort, but if it is one of these ancient ones, I've heard that they can level cities with ease. I don't want to fight that.
This one still stands.
Which is why I'm wondering if it's not there.
Either that or it might have gone back to sleep. Who knows?
It was years ago. Something should have happened in that time, no?
What would I know about dragons' sleep cycles, Tom?
As they get older, it lasts longer.
Hmm.
Well, there's also the possibility of it sleeping as an older dragon sleeps longer.
Well, I have no intent of fighting it if it is as big as they say. I
Your way of
suggest we
scouting
send
it.
a charmed
Your way of-
snake in.
The way of scouting it, would that alert the dragon in any way?
I mean, how much attention do you pay to your garden variety harmless snake or critter in general?
Would we know anything about that, Tom? From dragons'
Most
perspective.
people, most creatures won't really care, but dragon. Though,
right.
from what you know from dragons, they normally don't go to rest before there are some means of protection on their lair.
Oh, right. There's the whole thing about. So the dwarf also mentioned after the dragon, the whole area around, like, where the mines are, kind of became like more like a swamp.
Maybe sending a common house spider in could be a better idea.
Maybe. Odd thing is, it might not be the easiest terrain to traverse.
I have a bat.
I see.
Are you able to gather any information using this bat?
I can see through its eyes. I can hear it. Hear what it hears.
How far?
What range?
To be honest, I find familiars quite wishy-washy about that, in my opinion.
It's very clear about it.
100 feet from you.
Yeah, but when it goes... No, while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, in action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
Yes, but is that included in the 100 feet? Because that's
Additionally means that it's in addition to what I was just specified about this 100 feet. Here's another thing.
Okay,
So,
then that's
yeah.
useless.
Well, for
There
this,
is also
it would be
another
useless.
concern.
Mm-hmm.
How does a bat see?
Squeak, squeak.
I don't know how blindsight works.
You would be seeing through its senses.
Yeah, so you would get a echolocation kind of vision.
I think that would
The
give
bat, actually,
particularly
because
useful.
contrary to not popular belief, not all bats are blind.
That is also true.
Nope.
But
They
they have
just see
very poor
poorly.
vision.
But would it gain any useful
You
information?
could get the size of it. if you can locate the dragon.
Cool, that's a big blip on the old radar. Probably the fucker we're looking for. There you go.
You do know that caves are filled with these, strange big grooves, right?
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
mining caves.
As a druid, do I know if a lone bat showing up in a cave is any cause for suspicion?
Normally
they're usually
not.
packs.
Yeah, but it won't cause any suspicion, but you have another... Your character might have another concern about a bat appearing in a dragon's cave. Dragons are known to
They're
be...
loud.
no, not that. Dragons are known to be very tuned with magic.
Mm.
A magical bat?
The bat isn't magical.
It's
I'm
a
not
familiar.
familiar,
Wouldn't
it
a
is.
familiar be magical? Yeah.
I mean, once he's connected to it, it will be magical.
While connected, yeah, maybe I would say that, but a bat is no more magical than a animated skeleton is.
I meant to do it while he's connected, not when he's not connected. That's fine.
Yeah.
But by the way, just to clear one thing out, the younger they are less tuned to it. But the older they are, they will sense magic more easily.
I wouldn't send your bat in regardless. They would see your magic, and also with that length limitation, you're not getting within 100 feet of that place, and we have no idea how deep it could be. There is... If it is old enough that it senses magic, I don't think I should send in any animal. I would have to charm it, and that charm would be sensed. So really, we have no safe means of checking this place out. Unless someone else has an idea, or want to risk sending a critter in.
I would advocate using the least detectable method, seeing as we are, maybe disturbing the sleep of a dragon. I don't think we want to, draw any unnecessary attention to ourselves from said dragon.
Yeah. A Torm.
Yes.
For this, when it says can't be tracked except by magical means, of course. Never mind. I misread it as the opposite.
Mm-hmm. Though it doesn't stop people from seeing you.
No, I know. Just hoping to disguise the magic.
Well, I mean, there is one spell that can help you with disguising magic.
Yeah, it's just a bit too utilitarian for one of the two wizards to take, I think. I personally love the spell because it has so much potential, especially for a necromancer.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should tell her. Chloe, do you want to know?
Hmm?
Do you want to know?
You listen?
Do I want to know?
Yes. That's the
Would
question.
you like to know more?
And you listen to the conversation. I'm just confused.
Not really. Sorry,
Okay.
I was distracted.
So, there's a magic to help conceal magic, or rather the showing of magic. Would that interest your character?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, do you want to
Second
tell
level
her?
spell. It is called Nistel's Magic Aura, also known as Arcanist's Magic Aura. You can do all kinds of fun things with it, such as making a false reading on something that has magic or doesn't have magic. You can change how whatever is there appears to other things. And it's one of the few things, if you do it for like a month, it's permanent, which is rare for permanent stuff.
Also, there's the thing that you can lower the amount of magic that it shows.
Yes, you can even hide magic.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
If you're going to go into necromancy,
Imagine if your undead didn't show up as undead whenever a divination thing tried looking for undead stuff.
I like the sound of this.
well, at level up you can take it. Or buy the scroll from all the shops of magic.
Yeah.
It's fine. Surely, just contact the goddess of magic and just divine a scroll for it. There we go. Easy.
Sorted.
Ne worry.
Oh yeah, there's a small issue. Even if you had communication with the goddess, about the goddess not having been heard from in a while.
Don't worry about it. Although, I'm actually curious if that would work, if you could get access to other spells by talking to different gods.
The answer is yes.
Sounds suspiciously like being a sorcerer, or maybe even some kind of fine arcane caster.
Look, by the power of faith, it's not magic. It is, my clerical duty to uphold these acts. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you could even forge one of these things called a pact with a strong enough magical creature. And
What
be
is
tested their
that?
magic.
Well, I mean, even wizards can benefit from contacting these entities, though not many wizards go that path. There's danger in it.
So, are we going to leave the sleeping dragon alone, or do we want to risk sending a spider in?
Chloe,
Hmm?
what do you think?
Hmm.
While you're thinking about it, Stephen, what do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, Kaiser, what do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if it's safe and.
Come on, it's only an ancient dragon.
Yeah, I mean, if.
Yeah, I mean, if we're
Yeah.
lucky, it could also just be an adult dragon, no problem.
Yeah. But it's probably a lot more negotiable if it's an adult than if it would be like a juvenile or anything,
Or you want to negotiate with it. You're brave.
Wait, you want to negotiate with a dragon?
I mean, look, I'm just saying, if we end up waking it up, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to just try and go, hey, we're sorry for waking you and shit, than, fleeing and then pissed at us and then, yeah.
It's not like dragons have an ego.
All of them do, At least that was bad.
We'll run into the first humble black dragon. Oh, you guys want to visit me? Oh, I'm so blessed.
I always wanted adventurers to visit me. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know what you want from me anymore.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Just the negotiation might be a problem.
Look, it was an idea, okay?
Yeah, it's an idea. Just with dragons, it's a bad idea. But yeah, with most things, I would agree. Well, I mean, Micro.
Micro.
Yes.
What is your opinion, or character's opinion, rather?
I kind of spaced out for a second. Not gonna lie.
Regarding whether to still go and check out the dragon with a spider, or do you think it's too risky and not do it?
As he advised, I mean, if he thinks that this spider would not be detectable and can do it from a distance where it's not traceable, like, or would wake the dragon.
Depending on how ancient or not it is, I think it would easily detect even a innocuous, simple spider. Whether or not that can wake it from its slumber, I have no idea.
Right. And then the question becomes whether it would care about a simple spider.
Simple spider with magic on it.
True.
As much as I want to make sure, I think all the signs are too much to ignore. If the terrain has indeed changed around it, I think it's best to let sleeping dragons lie. I do think we should go there and see if the terrain is changed.
Right.
So who wants to travel north? Okay, not everyone at once, please.
I've already said yes.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the rest.
Hmm.
Stephen, shall we?
I guess.
Micro
Yeah.
guesses? Yeah. All right. Chloe?
Yeah.
All right.
And this is how
So,
the party died.
Yes.
when do you want to leave?
Day after.
Oh.
Though during this time, I would have to search for a spider.
I would say you probably can find easily a spider.
Excellent. I will capture it.
A giant
That
spider?
poor thing.
No, a small house spider.
Yes, you can find it. I thought that you're
That
searching for a
means
giant
I
spider in
need
your room.
to- I need to readjust my spells a bit.
Well, since I don't have a map ready for it, we shall do it next time.
Well, I don't think we would send it in unless there is no swamp and stuff outside.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter to me in regards to shortening it, because it doesn't really change anything. So, let's do this. You have traveled north. It is a few hours of travel. As you get there, you will see swamps. The terrain is definitely swampy.
So Trinitas would judge it then as this is probably a fairly significant creature if it's able to do this merely by its presence.
I mean,
And he would say, we get the hell out of here before we wake it up.
so go into the cave and say hi? Just to, say I was in the region. Hi, how are you doing? Bye.
Adabin would agree with Trinitas. Yeah, this looks like a lot.
That does leave us with the problem of we don't have a teleportation circle, so we don't know how to get the prisoner back.
Oh,
How-
do the
what would we
old-fashioned
know?
way. Oh,
What would we know of boats and stuff, and how
So-
they're being checked and all that?
Wait, I actually want to help you a bit. Yingling
Mhm.
is a port city, and they
Yes.
produce boats as well.
Yes.
You could buy a boat
That
there.
answers my question.
Oh, sorry,
Boats
what's the
are
question?
expensive.
Yes, I know.
How are boats anchoring at this town, and if so, are they being checked? And so forth.
If you travel on a passenger boat, yes, it is checked. Fishing boats can go out and all about, though you probably will have. It's not designed for many travelers and for a long time. It's more for, traveling from one location to another in order to fish, and normally it's with a small crew, not with a party that is just here for travel.
issue with buying our own boat, but outside of the prices, like none of us know how to navigate.
We could hire a crew.
Yeah, but then also we'd have to, manage, make sure they don't, say anything. Because,
Pay them.
yeah.
I mean, the supreme healing potion I have is pretty, considering we're at such a low level, it's actually kind of useless. So, and that's a minimum of, maximum of 20,000 gold. We could buy a ship for 10, buy our own crew, wherever, whenever we want.
I'm back, sorry. Dehydrating myself also causes me to need to the bathroom a lot.
To be honest, I sincerely doubt that you will find someone willing to accept a healing potion of that value in trade-in for a ship. Because you're just moving the problem of
Trying to find
selling
a buyer.
that item. Yeah. Finding a buyer for that potion is very difficult.
What's potion?
They're really good healing potion, 25,000 worth.
I mean, you never succeed if you don't try, right?
Oh, sorry, no, I was quite a ways off. Let me just check. Supreme healing is the very rare one, right?
Believe so.
Then it's worth up to 50k. But
Even
I get it.
Yeah, it makes it even harder to sell that.
If anything, it's probably going to take a long time. So while we're in town, you should see if you can put it up for auction. I don't think this is the place to find a buyer, though.
I mean, potions
your best
aren't.
bet would probably be, I would imagine, like a capital city, maybe.
Yeah, finding someone rich enough to buy that. I don't think. I mean, this is a big city, but I don't think it's somebody has a casual up to 50,000 available to spend on a potion.
Well, if you travel north, you have a big city here.
Yeah, we kind of need the boat first.
Yeah. Buy a boat and credit based on the amount it's worth, and
Yeah, 10,000 easily.
I mean, you can get a rowing boat for much less.
Oh yeah, we're going to transport 5 people on a rowboat. Yeah.
I mean, you can
Let's
buy 2
row
of
over
them.
to Yingling.
You can buy 2 rowboats. Also, you don't need to go to Yingling with it. You can buy the rowboat at Yingling, and then just travel back.
See, actually, when you think about it, we could actually afford the sailing ship. If we were to go with the finance option, it's only 166 gold a month each.
Sailing ship, though.
Why not just go the whole hog and go for a warship?
A longship
Yes,
costs the
'cause we could
same as a
justify
sailing
that.
ship, but travels faster. Which I don't see why you would have that as an option when one is objectively better than the other.
Look, we'll just
Maybe it's the amount of crew.
get a bunch of free labor, and row our way across easy.
I mean, just connect a few rowboats one to another.
Right, longships are very easily rowed by a lot of people, so we just need to raise a bunch of skeletons, and we'll have a tireless crew.
And so we will need to be awake to navigate.
She just needs to be awake to yell row every.
Oh, she can get the command if she gets the command across. I mean, they will keep rowing forever. But the question is more not the rowing; it's more like if you want someone to actually navigate, someone needs to be awake.
Raise a skelly captain.
Smart skeleton that knows how to navigate seas. He needs to wear a captain hat if you want him to be a captain.
I do believe we're a wee bit lost.
I don't have a map, but I think we arrived at our destination. Didn't you want to get to this iceberg? All right.
The way I see it, our only realistic way of getting back is renting a boat in Yingling, but not docking at the harbor here. We dock at the outskirts and then
I mean,
row
that is
the ship in.
possible. You can do that.
That's the only way I can see, at least, unless we find a teleportation circle or we want to risk the guild again. Now that you know where you're teleporting, you could also just do it illegally.
I didn't hear you properly. What do you say? Like, do what illegally?
Well, the teleportation circle.
Oh, right.
Nobody showed up to check on you guys.
I mean,
so just
what if we
don't.
just checked with the guild if it's okay to use it?
You could do that as well. They didn't seem particularly keen on it, but worth a try.
So, anyone wants to talk to the guild?
Unless you want to go an extra legal way and go like, we'll just make a key for that door, and there you go.
Yeah, or just lockpick it.
Yeah.
There are many ways to get through a door. Quietly, that is.
So, what's the decision?
Nothing to lose by asking the guild.
Who's going to ask?
Prefer if one of the wizards did.
Oh, you're up.
I would like to nominate the other wizard.
Man, I'm so
Steven,
glad
you're
I'm
up.
not a wizard.
And I will invite RLF as my proxy.
All right. You both are going, anyways. So you both are heading to the
Do
Adventure
you
Guild.
want to come with, or do you want to not?
I will join you, but Arleth won't be doing the talking.
Okay.
You get back to the Adventure Guild. I'm guessing you go to the office?
Yeah.
Do you knock on the door or do you just open it?
Just a polite 3 taps.
It's open.
Just peek my head through the door. Hi. Do you have a moment?
She points towards the chairs.
Ugh, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Do you want to talk about our Lord and Savior, the banished God? I'll go and sit in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So this.
So how was it reading my note yesterday?
Confusing.
Anyways, what did you come here for?
It's a little bit taboo, but we would like to request permission to use the teleportation circle that's in this facility.
Why?
We're going to be traveling to Yingling, over the west.
Oh, you misunderstand my question. Why would I allow it?
Because we asked nicely.
Last time I lost 3 crates because of you guys.
Would you like us to reimburse you for the crates?
Matter of money. It's the matter of me needing to resupply myself. Would surprise you, but we're running a school here.
A school of adventurers and other magical capable people.
Specifically train magic, but yes.
So you have a utility here that, with respect, isn't being used for merely for fear of losing stock.
Well, the place has been changed due to your recent usage of that circle.
I'm gathering that there is.
Show you. Follow me.
I'll follow along.
Yep. She leads you towards where the room was. And you can see this thick metal door, which rooms outside. And there is no key lock that you can see, and there's no handle that you can see. Now, yes.
Do you still use this as a storeroom?
Yes. But next time someone decides to teleport in, they might find themselves stuck. We don't appreciate people barging in.
It's not so much barging in, it's just a quick return. I know we used it without permission once. We didn't even know it led to this room. We were just told that we would be transported here.
Now you know. And yet you ask me to do it again.
Once.
We are in a city, and people are sensitive to magic. The one time that you showed up with magic, I could excuse it because you tried to navigate here without a ship. Now you don't have that excuse anymore. This is a port town, there are many ships available to you. You don't want to be shut down due to your actions. You were perhaps a member of our faculty, it might be more interesting. And I think Micro fell asleep. Micro? Yep.
Did we all just hear him snore?
Yep.
Yes.
It's his second time ever, but it's beautiful. So, as I explained, I don't see a reason to allow it. And I'll just move him to the other room.
Yeah.
The user was moved out of your
Oh, good Henry.
People fall asleep. I fell asleep once on stream.
Yeah, I can't really, yeah.
Yeah, Kaiser as
been there,
well.
done that.
There is a thud preceding yours. I'm not asking you to open it for public use. I'm asking.
Should I allow
as a-
you, as a random stranger that has yet to do anything of interest to us, and not allow someone who is a ranking member of my faculty?
Become a teacher. It'd be hilarious. All the kids would fucking, I don't know.
I'm a 5th level wizard. I'm not capable of being a teacher yet.
Why the level of your spell have anything to do with being a teacher?
I mean, are there any positions available?
First need to undergo the training.
Okay, you said people here are sensitive to magic. That's not the case. They just fear magic because of its reputation from the past.
It kind of smiled and kind of motions for you to follow her back to the office. And then puts in front of you a very formal letter from the town. As you can see, kind of I'll actually type the gist of it. This is the letter she presents that was sent to her. This is only because I have a good contact with the council, but I'd rather not strain my connection due to that. I try to assist you with other things, but not with this. Yeah?
I'm just going to thank her for her time and leave.
All right. So you get back to the rest. Let's just go into a short question. What do you wish to do next session?
I would bring up the suggestion that maybe the wizard we helped has one. If he's unwilling to or doesn't have one, let's just get over the Yingling and secure a travel means back.
I'll just help you a bit, because it seems to be something you guys are not comfortable with, and I do not wish you to just give up just because of that. As I mentioned, Yingling has a big harbor, and they produce boats. And since they are a big harbor and they produce boats, they probably have a means of travel. You probably don't want to travel directly to the harbor of Asheville, but you can just get off at like another shore and travel from there on foot.
Yes. Again, these things cost money, though.
Yeah, but you will earn a lot of money from the quest itself.
Money we don't have yet.
Yeah, but some people here are very rich.
True.
Just
that's
saying.
what I was going to suggest. We rent a ship there to go back, or ideally rent, because then we can just take it up the coast a bit, park it, bring our prisoner aboard, and then do the same on the opposite side.
Yeah.
They can't check us if we're not in the harbor, after all.
They don't check people that go on foot, so there's no problem. Also, the Blue Lotus is actually outside the wall, so you even have less problems with bringing him, since you don't even need to get into the walls of the city. So is everyone okay with that? Except for Micro, who's asleep.
I don't know, I think this quest is a dud.
It is a 4,000 gold dud.
I just hope Stephen remembers what he was going to ask the guild before we leave.
Stephen?
You really think I do?
Maybe you should write yourself.
You need to keep note actively.
I try.
So
what do you need to ask them? There's one less thing we need to know from them.
Why don't you tell him so we can actually write it?
Is it all right to kill him temporarily?
Okay.
Just write it down so you know for next time. Regarding XP,
so that whole idea of safeguarded slumber and then revivify is an option if we need to. But no matter what happens, if we're keeping him alive on this entire trip, we need to keep guard on him.
And I will give all of you...
That's just a whole lot more of an issue, especially if we're going on like a passenger ship or something.
And I'll give all of you inspiration.
Yeah.
You might
That's
need
also
it.
why we can't just hop on any passenger ship. We just have to rent a ship.
Or buy.
I don't think we have that rich people.
In this world, isn't it better to have a ship than not to have a ship?
I would love to own a ship.
There you go. Buy a rowboat.
But we also don't have anyone who can pilot it. Or navigate it, I mean.
Get a person with a whip to just whip you into navigating.
Well, I have vehicles land proficiency.
But you should
just sea.
You should just adjust for the sea.
Do you not travel by the stars also on land, though?
No.
Sure, you're following roads, but roads are essentially shipping lanes.
Just that. It's not just the navigation, it's also to know how to use the boat correctly.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is why we can't buy too big of a one unless we need a crew.
Well, if you just... Okay, I'll say this. Everyone can navigate a rowboat.
Yep.
That's as big as I will say that you don't need any understanding of it. But once you want to go into bigger ships, yes, you need someone to actually understand it. You have two options.
Kind of need a bigger ship.
Yeah, you have two options. Either you go into getting someone to navigate for you, or you could spend some time to just learn the craft of that. One of you, or two of you, or something. So you can actually navigate the ship yourself.
Yep.
As I said, this is a long-term campaign, so feel free to also take a long downtime. It's a 5-minute thing. We can skip over it with no problem. So it's okay to skip that time if you feel like, yeah, this is an important thing we need to do. Fine, do it. Not
Sure. As long as it can be something where the others also can do something with that downtime, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of people wanting to do long-term side stuff.
Well, I mean, Stephen, I believe, has some. Stephen?
Yeah, I have plenty of stuff.
And I think Chloe has some.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem currently with Kaiser is just because he doesn't have any money. He might not have currently something, but maybe when he has money, he will have some.
Broke bitch.
Yeah, you're as broke as... actually, you're less broke than what Citrintas is. Because he owes money.
Wow.
A lot of
Behave
money.
yourself? How could you?
For the good of the group.
I mean, depending on how long it takes to learn a skill, I could probably do something. Yeah.
To learn how to navigate a ship does not go in a few days. It's
We're talking probably
a month.
half a year, I'm guessing.
Well, if you go
A
with
month?
every day to learn it with no, not doing anything else, I would say a month. If you want to really learn it, over time and do other stuff in the meantime as well, it will take longer.
Okay.
So yeah, if you just to be clear, to learn it is to pay money for it. It's not free. You don't just go to a ship and just get the thing.
All right,
you will need money.
Study architecture. There you go.
I mean, if you what would you do with that architecture? I'm just wondering. Are you going to design buildings? All right. Good night. Oh, wait, before you go. For those on stream, thank you very much for joining us. We shall continue next week, I believe. 1st of July. Anyone has a problem with... No, sorry, 30th of June. Is there anyone that has a problem with attending? No. All right.
No.
So we shall continue next week. Apart from that, on Monday, we have the Curse of Strahd campaign. If you wish, join us. If you don't wish, well, don't use the wish spell. Good night, and see you next time.